Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live tonight. It is nice to see you, beautiful souls. I don't know if Maisha is here because I do see saying new. So if you are, hello, my beautiful one. Hello to Aki. Hello to Sean. Hello to Diane. Hello to Juanson. To Maria. Hello to beautiful Jay. And well, that's the people that I know. This Dan, hello, dear Dan. I see you here too, sweetie. How is everybody doing tonight? Lilith and Juanson, how's everybody doing? All right, I'm going to start this off with Eki, and I'm going to move on forward slowly into our PayPal, okay? I'm going to go see what's going on. The first one who's going to be on up after Eki is going to be Maria, and then I'm going to be with Diane. So that is my list for the moment. Eki, Maria, and Diane, followed out by a beautiful Julie. So Eki, Maria, Diane, and Julie. And I did put a post, guys, and I don't know if some of you have already answered or not, but I'm thinking of installing, starting tomorrow. I'm going to see how the rest of the poll goes, but so you have a little bit less of a wait when you know that you're going to be donating that night. If you send anything in by PayPal, not by Super Chat, but by PayPal, and you send your questions on in either by email or PayPal, and then I'll make sure to answer your questions before the live into another live stream, and you'll have your timestamp from there. So be sure to answer, and if that is something that is interesting you, then tomorrow I will give the results, and if the results are good and yes, then starting tomorrow, anybody who donates through PayPal before the live will get the answers before the live, and then not have to wait for the queue. And there you go. Thank you, sweetie. That was a long blah, 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 but I think it's important. You guys want a reading. You already donate. Some of you donate like 3 hours before, but then sometimes the queue is so long, right? So I get it. All right. Thank you, my beautiful Maria, sweetie. So here we go with Eki. Eki is at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's go with it. So 2 minutes 20 for our beautiful Eki. Here we go. All right. So, Eki, how are you doing, my lovely? Others are trying to tell me what I should be doing right now. I am somewhat focused on work at this moment. I'm going to get some help because I truly do need, I need that help. How are you doing, Carrie? Did you eat dinner yet today, or is it too early for you, sweetie? I'm not stable right now. Please do let me fix this. I'm scared. I can't face this situation at this moment. And I want you to know that I have seen the future with you. And I absolutely do want you by my side. Thank you so very much, my beautiful Diane, sweetie. So hopefully tomorrow we will begin this, guys. All right, I had that flash. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I just thought about it this morning, and I thought, heck, it's long waiting sometimes, so why not? So let's go, and let's continue over here for our beautiful Eki. Deck number 2. All right. I know that my actions disappointed you, and I am ready to make amends. I have nothing but love for you, and I cannot confess it at this moment. I know that I lied to you, and I am sorry that I broke our divine bond. I know why you stay away from me. I know why you run away from me. I understand. Let's go to deck number 3. I have no words to say right now. The fire I feel for you, I have never ever felt for anybody else. This connection with me is so very intense that sometimes I truly do get afraid. I am changing how I do things to be better. I want you to know that I'm a little bit lost. And sometimes I ask myself, how did I truly get into this situation? Deck number 4. I'm taking time to deal with my triggers and my past wounds. Sometimes I detach myself. I feel a little bit more numb, and I don't quite know what to do with those feelings. I am doing the best that I can in order to get back closer to you. I want you to know that you are always in my thoughts. And let's move on forward to the final deck. Let's just put this one away also. Let's go over here. I see us together into the future. Together, we are more. Your smile haunts me. A little affection goes an awful long way. Together, I believe that we can achieve absolutely anything. And I want you to know that this time around, I'm going to be serious about it. We both need some closure on this. I am healing. And please just don't give up on to us, because the situation is not ideal. Sending you so much love, my sweetie. I'm going to move on forward over here into our PayPal for Maria. Although I don't really believe that I need to go to PayPal, because I got all your questions into the email. So let's go directly into the email. Let's do that like that, and voila. And here we go. So, yes. Okay, so the first question is, you're wondering if the okay thing is that he was watching you, right? And if anybody kind of noticed and just kind of told him, or if they kind of saw that he was gazing at you. And let's just go and see that, sweetie. It's complicated from here to the end, right? At least you did get to speak to him a little bit. But like I was saying, there was a lot of people. There was like somewhat of a not a good possibility to be able to talk a long time. Unless perhaps maybe if you got there earlier. But there seemed to have been, a few things happening. So let's go and find out. First one on out over here. 9 of Swords, 5 of Coins, sweetie. I'm going to say no onto that one. I don't really feel as though the okay was related to the fact that he was looking at you. So I'm going to say no onto that one. It would have been nice. It would have been sweet. But I'm not seeing it. So I'll say no upon that one, my lovely. Now, you would like to know, what did he think of you today? So was he thinking of you? Yes or no? So let's go and see that. Diane, you are up next. Okay, so was he thinking about you today? I'm going to say I do feel as though he was thinking about you today. He was feeling a little bit insecure. He was feeling like he was a little bit blocked, like he could not necessarily speak to you. And therefore I feel like we had an overflow of emotions, things that were kind of going on through. So I'm going to say there were a lot of beautiful, deep emotions, but nothing really much more that we could really do about it, because we were kind of restricted into many kind of a ways. So I feel as though it's a little bit of his way at the same time to put a little bit of a band-aid onto it, because if he truly did want to talk to you, he could. But I kind of feel like it's a little bit of his crutch. Whenever there's people around, it's a little bit his way of, yes, he feels bad because he does want to come in communication with you, but at the same time, he's kind of a little bit leaning onto it because of his insecurity altogether. Did he look at those stickers? Sorry, I have an invasion of a card. Hold on. Two cards were evading me. All right. Okay. I'm going to go and see also about the whole, if you bring the cards over or not. Yes. All right. I'm going to have to say over here for the stickers, I'm going to have to say a no. I don't feel so today, my lovely. So stickers is a no. Now, as for the cards, the gift cards that you have to return, right? Okay, gift cards to be returned. I feel mostly over here, from what I can see, is that he does want you to actually go and return them to him. But at the same time, he wanted to keep like all possibilities open just in case, because he did not want to seem as though he was being pushy. So he was kind of leaving all the options open. So he was playing a little bit of his chess game. He was trying to play it as best as possible. So my sweetie, I'm going to say he does want you to go bring them into his office. So I say go for and bring them into his office. But when you bring them into the office, you have to remember, to stay very professional. You are returning those cards. It could be a good time to talk about other things, perhaps, about your summer job. That's going to be a little bit your door opening. Is there anybody around? Three of Cups, reverse position over here. Page of Pentacles also. Seven of Wands. I'm going to say a no onto that one, sweetie. I do not feel as though there is anybody else around, my lovely. Did he like how you acted in front of everyone near his office? Did he like the way that you acted in front of everybody at the office? I'm going to say yes. It is pretty much what it was that he was expecting. Why? Because you guys were at work. It was kept professional, so it was good altogether, sweetie. As for the question, does he love you? There's absolutely no doubt about it. He does love you, my sweetie, and this, this will continue. Yes, yes, and yes. But did he want you to go to his office? Oh, I already answered that. And why did he leave again early today? And was he afraid or what's going on? No, like I said, the whole leaving early is truly him, my sweetie. It is really about him taking a little bit of time off because he's busy as heck. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He tries to leave earlier, and he's been doing this ever since he did not get that position. So it's a little bit of him taking some time for himself. So he works hard. He gets in there, early into the day. He does have long days. It's nothing abnormal for the moment, sweetie. So there's nothing really going on. So no, he is not afraid, my lovely. He is not afraid. Let me go and see your other message because he did have something else over here. And you wonder if the meeting that he was talking about outside of school, which is an award ceremony for staffs. Make sure that you knew that's why he wasn't here, or you just found out and that's it. All right. Did you just kind of find out? A little bit like a fluke. Let's go and find out. Did you just find out? My beautiful Diane, I just want to make sure that you are here, my sweetie, because you are next, followed out by our beautiful Jay. So, was it a little bit, I'm going to say it was a little bit of a fluke, sweetie. I'm not going to say that he was necessarily lingering around or anything of the such. I just don't really feel like there was anything that was related towards it. So I'm going to say you just kind of found out. And that's pretty much it, sweetie. Let me give you some messages. Let's go with some beautiful messages coming from him, sweetie. And here we go. I hate this distance between us. It doesn't feel all that good. You will always have a place into my heart. I want you to know that I do dream of you. My heart is yearning for you. We need to talk about absolutely everything. And this is hard for me because I am truly struggling also. Sending you so much love, my sweetie. Hello, T Clean. Nice to see you. Absolutely. I will be with you shortly. Oh, Julie's there. Nice to see you, sweetie. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. It does. I don't feel as though Juanson drinks a lot, though, but it does sound really nice. How are you doing, my beautiful Tea Clean? How are you, and how is your beautiful daughter, sweetie? I'm going to go and log into PayPal. I'm going to go and see what is happening over here for our beautiful Diane, Julie, and Tea Clean. So let's go and do this right away. Just one brief moment. And voila. Perfect. All right, sweetie. Maria, okay. Perfect. I don't have that one pending anymore. That is good. Hold on just one moment. I just want to go and see something over here, my beautiful Diane. Hold on just one second. All right, okay, so my beautiful Diane, let me just go over here. You say, and I'm going to give you a timestamp. I'm just going to go and read what you're asking. Okay. How influential is Paul and Michelle's mother with them and their involvement? Will they accept Sean and I also? And will their father accept Sean and I, Paul? Okay, absolutely, sweetie. So let's go and give a timestamp over here. Hello, Mizrak. Nice to see you, sweetie. Absolutely, we'll do that too, my lovely. So 17 minutes and 45 seconds for our beautiful Diane. 17:45. Julie, T. Clean, and Mizrak are up next. All right, so how are things going to be going, right? Let's go find out. Let's take this deck over here. So when Sean and you start going out together with Paul, how often will Paul want to go out with you guys? Okay. That is question number one. How often will Paul want to go out with you? I'm going to say sometimes, but not all the times. Not all the time is what I want to say. So, how often will Paul actually want to go out with you and Sean together? I feel like if it's you, Sean, and Michelle, I feel like it's a completely different thing. So I'm going to answer this in two different kind of ways because I'm not sure if you meant it with Sean and Michelle or just you, Sean, and Paul. From what I can see, as for a family like Sean and Michelle and you and Paul, I see no problem whatsoever. I feel like we'd want to go out maybe once, maybe twice a week. Other than that, I feel like we actually want to be spending some time with you. With Sean, I feel as though already, I feel like already being into the same place, I feel like maybe once a week could be nice to go out to do something together, to really just do something that's a little bit different. So I don't feel as though it's going to be a problem whatsoever to go out. I'm going to say between once to twice a week because I know that you're already spending a lot of time together and I feel as though he's happy with that. He's not much one who likes to go out a lot though. He likes to go out every once in a while, but not that much. So like once or twice a week is pretty much what it's going to be. And may it be with Sean or may it be with Sean and Michelle. I don't feel like it's a problem whatsoever. I do feel as though if you go out more than, let's say, twice a week, then he's going to become tired, and you're going to end up kind of paying for it a little bit. Paying for it into the way that he's going to be more tired. Maybe you'll get a little bit less affection. Maybe he'll go to sleep a little bit earlier. So, like, all those tiny little things that come in consideration. So, my sweetie, I'm going to say I don't see that there is a problem whatsoever, but I would not really go beyond, let's say, the 2 times a week. But I don't feel, if you're wondering, is there going to be any conflicts or anything like that? I don't see anything of the such. So, no conflicts, no nothing happening of the such. On your second question, how influential is Paul and Michelle's mother with them and their involvement? Okay, let's go see. Let's go see for Paul, and then let's go and see for Michelle, and we're going to go and find that out. Okay, so we're going to start with Paul and you, and we're going to go see Michelle and Sean. So Paul and you, let's go forward with it, sweetie. Paul and you. Honestly, I feel as though she does check a couple little things. I feel as though she tries to make sure that financially speaking, things are okay, that things are good, but nothing all that much more than that. I'm going to say, emotionally speaking, whatever it is that he decides, and she doesn't really have all that much control upon it. So she will try to she is a little bit influential, but not emotionally wise. She's never going to tell Paul, do not be with Diane because so. It is not her place, and Paul would not accept it. But I do feel as though, financially speaking, she does have a little bit more of a grip on him. Let me put it that way. I kind of feel like she watches things. She tries to make sure that things are a little bit more well balanced. And let's go see Michelle and Sean. Michelle and Sean. Now, Michelle's mom is a little bit more complicated. I don't want to create any problems whatsoever, but I am going to say a little bit more complicated. I feel as though she does. Now, Michelle's mom's got a lot more influence onto pretty much everything into Michelle's life. So I'm going to have to say it's going to take a little bit of warming up between Sean and the mom. It's going to take I'm going to say about 5 months before things are nice and crisp and clear and perfect and the relationship is nice and stable. Between Sean and Michelle's mom now I'm talking about. Because sometimes I kind of feel like if there's just like a little bit of a conflict, a little bit of something, and I'm not saying that Michelle is listening to her mom, but there's no doubt about it. Her mom is more, okay, this is not good for you. I don't know, you fought, or you did this, or that happened, so maybe, think about it. Try to fix things. Maybe you should take a break, or this is the kind of thoughts that I hear her saying. But I don't feel as though Michelle necessarily listens to her mom. She's more independent. She tries to listen to herself much more because her mom has been doing this forever. So she's completely used to it. She takes what's good for her and she leaves the rest aside. So, yeah, I would not worry about it, but it is going to take a little bit of getting used to. And also with their fathers, except Sean and Paul. Paul, father, sweetie, not a problem whatsoever. We like you and we're absolutely going to adore you, sweetie. I see a lot of sharing. I see a lot of communication. I see a lot of getting together. I see like a friendship. I see no problem whatsoever. As for Sean and father, let's go and see that one. So Michelle's father. All right. So Michelle's father stands his ground even more than the mom. Yeah, he likes things to be done. He likes to see his little girl be well treated, of course. So he's going to be on guard. He's going to be watching, but I do feel as though they're going to get well together. But Sean has got to get used to, and he's got to prepare himself for somebody who is very strong, somebody who seems very wise, somebody who knows what they want, somebody who is very, very stable. And somebody, I'm going to have to say, who is a lot into abundance, a lot into love, a lot into families, but a lot into the beautiful core values. So as long as the core values are there, I don't see any issues, sweet one. And I'm going to give you and Sean a big hug too, sweetie. I'm going to go and see our beautiful Julie now. And then I'm going to go on. I do have another one for Maria. I will be with you shortly, sweetie. So here we go. Do we still have our beautiful Jay with us? You need, yeah, you do, don't you? Why do I say what, Sean? You thought we all would be a great tight family. No, you are going to be, sweetie. You are going to be. What you need to know, Sean, what you need to... Okay, onto Diane's side, I see no problems whatsoever. Onto your side, what you need to look at is, you don't need to look at it into a negative kind of a way. I'm saying that the dad loves his daughter, and he's going to be present, and he's going to be there. And as I said, as long as the core values are there, and I do know that you've got beautiful values, I know that your mom's got beautiful values too, and then there's not going to be any problems at all. As I said, the mom, she just takes a little bit longer to kind of warm on up. But as I said, the mom has nothing to do in regards to you. The mom has been this throughout her life altogether. And so your partner, Michelle, has gotten used to this. So she kind of takes what's good and she kind of leaves the rest. But I did say also into the reading, my dear Sean, that within the 5 months, it's going to take like about 5 months for her to completely warm on up towards you. And then you're going to be good as gold. So it's just really getting used to. It's the beginning of those relationships, being together, getting to know each other, you know, getting to know the values, what we want, what we're looking for. It's really just that new beginning again. And everybody's got those new beginnings. And you can't have everything right away at this time. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's still going to be really good, sweetie. Don't worry about it. And I know as long as you treat her well, there's not going to be a problem, sweetie. Same for you. If she treats you bad, your mom's not going to accept it neither, sweet one. It is my pleasure, beautiful. Oh, I've got you, Ms. Rock. I've got you, sweetie, right after T Clean. I'm with Julie, T Clean, and you, sweet one. So let's go see our beautiful Julie. No timestamp needed. And let me just go back over here. So yes, okay, you sent Mike some messages this morning, but he still has not responded. You right? Okay. My beautiful, next time, whenever you do send out messages, always try to send them around the end of the day. Don't send them into the beginning of the day. Too many things happening. Even myself, I swipe messages. If it's too late at night, I swipe them, I put them on mark as unread, I get back to them into the following day. And sometimes, like if it's a texto, and then I can't really swipe it away. Sometimes I do because I really have no choice. It just kind of disappears onto me. And I try to remember that I got to go back into it the following day. So when you send it into the evening, let's say after work time, at 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m., perfect timing. If you do it into the morning, I don't feel as though he's got all that much time. I kind of feel as though I'm going to take out the cards, but just be careful. Often people do not necessarily respond into the moment in the morning because they have too many things that they're up to, and they kind of end up forgetting to reply on back. When you think about it, my beautiful Julie, if you think back into the past, when you send him some messages out, is there a time in particular where he always replies on back? Is it at 2 p.m.? It could be different depending on everybody, depending on, depending on, your work schedule. Some people have got different work schedules, like me. If you write to me at 8 p.m., I'm not going to be answering you. I'm here with you guys. But most people, work into the daytime. So just be careful a little bit for that. Try to look a little bit into the past. What could be a good moment to actually send that message on out? Yeah, I know, sweetie. But I'm going to go and validate. But try to think about the right timing where whenever you write to him, he usually responds on back. That's the timing you've got to keep in mind. All right? Nothing is stopping you, though, tonight or tomorrow to say, oh, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Did you get my message this morning? You could write back to him. He usually responds before he starts. That's his time. Okay. All right, so if he does not respond, I'm going to go and check it on out. If he does not respond on back by tomorrow, then I say, you know, right on back towards him, sweetie, to say, hey, did you get my message? You know, he didn't respond before his work day, right? Okay, and he usually does. All right, so let's go and find this out. Why did he not necessarily respond back? My main message coming on through over here is a lack of focus. Too many things going on, not being able to write on back. I know that he wants to be reliable. I know that he was happy that you actually sent him a message on out this morning. The only thing that he was truly missing over here is that timing. So I'm going to say, as much as it was usually a good time for him, it still could be a good time. This morning was not necessarily the right time. So, my lovely, why don't you send him another message this evening, or call him? Why don't you call him instead of sending him a message? Could you call him, sweet one? I know you will, my beautiful Diane. I know, sweetie, and I have no doubt about that, sweet one. So, my beautiful Julie, please call him instead of sending him a message. Go directly to it. Let me move on back over here. Let's go and see. So let's say you do not reply back, and let's say you do not call him. You don't do any other actions, and you just kind of wait to see if he's going to reply to your message. Let me go see when he's going to be replying. My Nine of Pentacles is in movement, but my Six of Swords is telling me that we're going to end up forgetting about your message, sweetie. We are, which I absolutely hate saying, but it's what I'm seeing. So if no other action, if you don't necessarily contact him tonight or tomorrow, or after tomorrow, then I'm going to say your message, as much as I'm going to go see how he felt when he read it, I don't quite know yet. It's going to end up being a little bit forgotten, sweetie. So my ending answer is a bad one. I'm going to say I don't see him responding to that message. His thoughts after reading your messages. His thoughts after reading your messages. He was happy. First card popping on out. He was happy. He was joyful. I don't know if you gave him some type of an option or something of the such, because I know that he's wondering. He's trying to figure something out. He's trying to figure out some type of an answer. He's got a choice that he needs to make. But I feel as though at this moment, anyways, at this moment that we're speaking, I see him being emotionally drained. I feel him just kind of lacking creativity, just feeling like he's emotionally a little bit dysfunctional at this moment. So could be another reason why he did not necessarily write on back, sweetie. So I'm going to say, after reading your message, the very first thing is that we truly were happy. We were positive. I kind of feel like it gave us a little bit of an extra of that vitality, and it really just kind of exposed a little bit, without necessarily saying exactly how it is that you feel. It gave us, and it made us more aware of your feelings towards us, and that made us feel good, and it made us question something though too. Did you give him some type of a question that he had to respond? And he's never going to talk onto the phone. Oh no. And he never calls, almost never, right? He never picked up your call. Okay, he hates the phone. Oh, sweet Lord. Okay, so he does not like that at all. Oh, the communication is bad, sweetie. It is bad. But communication in relationships is often bad. The problem being over here is that, well, the communication is always going to be a problem. Because it's something that's going to have to be fixed at some point. Even once you're into the relationship, if whenever you have a fight, you guys, but the dynamics could change. So it's just going to be important to work onto that communication coming on through. But at this moment, your only way to truly reach on out towards him is, well, I guess by text or by message, right? By email. You asked how his birthday and his birthday wishes were, right? Okay, that's it. That was a question. And he was wondering, he didn't really know how to necessarily reply on back to you. Now, of course, you do know that the wishes, some of them he didn't necessarily want to say to you. Neither, because we definitely can, sweetie. We definitely can. His birthday wishes were for, a better, I'm not going to say better job, but success into his channel, into work, into finances, and to have success with you. So I don't really feel like he necessarily wanted to talk about the birthday wishes, but this is it. He was wondering what he should reply to that. Next time you send him out a message, I say send him a message saying, do you have a date where we can meet each other? I got a gift that I want to give you. So it's not necessarily a question that he has to really think about all that much. It's more, I have something to give you. When are we going to be meeting on up? Make it a little bit more direct into that kind of a way. Send me a date so, I can save a space into my schedule or something. And ever since you started, it's always been that, right? I feel like the telephone is too difficult for him, sweetie. The telephone is too difficult because he does not feel comfortable into that live conversation. By text, you can say that you're busy, you could not answer. Like, there's a zillion different things that you could be doing. But on the phone, you have to answer to the question. You cannot avoid anything. And he doesn't do it just with you. I think it's a main thing. He does not like talking on the phone all that much. Definitely. As for, I'm going to jot it on down. Give me just one moment over here. We want to open communication. All right. I've got you, sweetie. And it's coming on up tomorrow, so absolutely perfect, sweet one. Let me go and see what your other question over here was, I think. His feelings and thoughts about you today. Let's go see this deck. His feelings and thoughts for you today. So his feelings and thoughts for you today. We're going to go and find that out. T Clean and Mizrak, you guys are up next, so don't go too far. T Clean, just let me know if you're still here, otherwise we'll leave you a timestamp. Often I know that you're not. And Mizrak, I know that you're here, so we're good for gold. Sweetie, I'm going to say we're still looking over here for a reunion. We're still looking for happiness. We're still looking over here. We still have some nostalgia towards a past. Our Knight of Pentacles is looking for a slow growing type of a relationship at this moment. This is what he is looking for. He's looking to build some beautiful foundations, but a long term where it could be stable, where you could have success, or you could grow together. So I'm getting from a message over here that's very, very important into his feelings, into the way that he is thinking at this moment. Patience and discipline for a very steady progress and visible, solid results is what he's looking for. So it's like he wants to have, almost somewhat of a guarantee, but not necessarily getting the guarantee because you can't possibly get it. So at this moment, I know that he is looking for that strength with this beautiful lion. He is looking for more courage. He is looking for that beautiful power that he needs to take that ability and to actually make something, if anything, just really happen and just kind of lose all the restraints that he has towards you at this moment. Sean, don't take it that way, sweetie. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying... Sometimes, Sean, you hurt somebody, not physically. Sometimes you hurt them by some words that you say. You could be saying something, she could be hurt by it, and you're not even being vulgar. She could have her feelings hurt. It happens with friendships. It happens in family. The other day, you and your mom, you had, something, I'm not going to get back into the subject, but you did have something the other night too. In the best of families, in the best of people that you love, things are not always easy is all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're doing anything bad, sweetie. Absolutely not. My beautiful Julie, sweet one. Oops, it was going to lock me out. Let's go on to give you some messages. So let me give you some messages. You need some messages here tonight. You do. Because it's tough. It's been a tough day, sweetie. Let's go forward. Thank God. Tomorrow, by the way, guys, tomorrow we are Friday. Friday, new moon, guys. New moon manifestations. All right. I cannot stop thinking about you. Don't think because we don't talk that I don't want to. What a card popping on out for you. When we met, I just had this feeling about you. I'm really sensitive deep down. I really just put up a front. I do want commitment with you. I just don't want it quite at this moment. My nerves, they have been getting the very best of me. And you just give me that special spark. I want to be able to dedicate a song towards you, sweetie. Hold strong, my beautiful Julie. This is not the first storm that you have tempered upon. And you will survive this one too, sweetie. Things will get better. I know, sweetie. It is. His readings were good. It was nice. It was strong. It was big. I mean, everything was absolutely perfect over here. I just feel as though he's a little bit afraid, and he just needs a little bit of a pause is what he's looking for into this over here. So a little bit of a pause for himself. He needs to a little bit put himself. Sometimes it's like he gets stuck. He gets stuck into his hermit zone, and he tries to get himself out of it. But sometimes it is so difficult for him to get out of that zone. And this is what he's trying to do with the lion, sweetie. So hopefully he gets to do it really, really, really quite soon. And you get to reap, the beauties of this love, of this partnership. We're going to work on it tomorrow anyways. We're definitely going to be working onto it. And let's see what we can get out of that, okay? I am too, sweetie. Perfect, Sean. I'm glad that you do. Julie, wishing you a lovely evening, sweetie. Let's go see our beautiful T Clean. And I have not heard back from T Clean, so I'm going to say that T Clean is not here at this moment. So here we go for T Clean at 42 minutes and 42 minutes and 40 seconds. I need to do something, but I don't believe you do. I'm going to look and see if I find anything simple that you could do, and I will let you know. Okay, so I will look onto it after the live. I will see what kind of spell I'm going to do, and I'm going to see if maybe you can participate into it in some kind of a way. So I will write you an email later, okay? Absolutely. Stay hopeful, sweetie. My beautiful T Clean, let's go and find this out. What is happening? What are you trying one more time over again? I see you kind of, you're trying something over again. It's like sometimes you're kind of drifting away, kind of walking away from things, but then you decide, okay, I need to do it again. I need to try it again. Financially speaking, something is not quite right. Something is a little bit off. You're still looking for something. It's as if, I don't know if it's new projects that you're into. There's like a financial loss or failure, or something is really not going the way that you would actually like it to at this moment, sweetie. Perfect. Thank you, my beautiful Julie. I see a lot of regret also, my beautiful T Clean. What are you up to, sweet one? Why do I see these regrets? Why do I see this stuff? Well, I know why you have regrets. I do, but I just kind of feel like you're a little bit disappointed sometimes. You're a little bit disappointed by family. You're a little bit disappointed by finances. You're a little bit disappointed by some things that happen in life that you try your very best and you work so very hard and you try and you try and you try and you give it your all, but it doesn't always work on through. I'm seeing over here a lot of hard work. You're going to be working a lot. You're going to be putting a lot of time in. But I feel that by the end of the month, There is somebody over here. There is mental clarity. Something is coming your way. Um, I'm not sure if it's you. Do you work with somebody else? Do you have a partner, somebody of the such? Anyways, there's an idea. It's either coming from you or it's coming from a man. It's an older person, older, not older, but they're not, I'm going to say between 40 and 50. So it's somebody who is, fully adult, a little bit over. And I feel like there's an answer that's coming your way. There's an answer that's going to not completely fix what is going on over here, but at least be able to make it a lot better. So I feel as though this is actually going to be bringing on in hope. It's going to be bringing on in like turning the page and just kind of trying something new. So my lovely, I'm going to pull out some more cards and see a little bit what's happening with a different deck to try and give you some more information. Yes, Swanson, we are, sweetie. All right. I am getting over here a lot of distractions coming your way. A couple little setbacks, and they all have to do with work. You're also waiting about something. You're waiting and waiting and waiting, and I feel like you need to slow on down. I feel like maybe you might be getting a little bit stressed about something over here. The good news is that you're releasing somebody or some thoughts or some bad thoughts. It could be somebody from your past. You're releasing somebody or something that was very toxic into your life, and you're letting that go. So for that, I'm going to say surrender. I'm going to say acceptance. I'm going to say brand new perspective. And for that, I say fantastic. I absolutely love the new energy that is coming on in here for you. So altogether, my lovely, it's going to be a little bit difficult financially speaking, but something seems to be coming your way, an idea. Something is going to be changing, because I kind of feel like you're always starting on over with something, but you're working so very hard. And you're also waiting for something over here that is not quite coming your way, and you're stressing out about it. But you yourself, personally, you're letting go of somebody who is very toxic into your life altogether, sweet one. All right. Sending you so much love, my beautiful tea queen. Ms. Rock, lovely. Are you here with us, sweet one? Are you somewhere around? Maybe we'll put a timestamp at 48 minutes. General for the following 30 days. Let's go and find out what's happening for you into the following 30 days. And then we have our beautiful Maria, who's going to be up next. Okay, there you go. No timestamp necessary. Thank you for your patience, sweetie. Yes, it is all good. Here we go. So, 30 days, general reading. You've got regret. You're feeling disappointed. You're feeling some pessimism. You're feeling a little bit abandoned, or you're feeling unloved. You're feeling like you're losing something. You're mourning something or someone over here. 5 of Cups. Let's take out a little bit more and see what we've got. Okay. Following on through over here, we also have our Emperor. We have our King of Pentacles. And we have our Page of Pentacles. There's a lack of progress into your life altogether. Here we go. And I'm getting over here the Chariot. So, you're kind of caught into a place where I'm going to say there's unexpected events. There's changes into the cycles. There's going to be somewhat of a turning point coming into your life within the following month. The first part of the month, I feel, is going to be a little bit more complicated. As I was saying, I see regret, I see sadness, I see something that is happening, emotionally speaking, that is not good for you. Financially speaking, is there anybody who is creating? Is there any Is there any man? It could be a father, it could be a partner. It's somebody who is older than you are. Is there somebody who is greedy or is corrupted or possessive? There's something that is going on over here with a man that is not all that good. So I'm going to say if this person is not already into your life, I want you to be careful for them. It doesn't seem all that good. Okay, so just make sure that you give it a little bit of time over here. Be careful. I'm going to put some red flags out for this person. It does have to do with money. It has to do with finances. So be careful. This person could be a little bit greedy. It could even just be somebody who's borrowing money from you and not really returning it, sweet one. I'm also getting over here the Emperor. The Emperor, again, we're getting a lot of inflexibility, a lot of excess control. It could be your boss too. Are things going well at work, sweet one? I'm getting a lack of progress and missed opportunities. So I'm going to say a lot of missed opportunities, sweetie. I'm looking for something good, something positive, but I'm seeing a lot of changes. It's a lot of cycles. When you go through those cycles, there's some bad who comes on through, but you got to go through the bad to get to something good. So let's not call it bad. Let's call it a challenge, because it is what it is. I feel ultimately over here, sweetie, I'm going to take out some more cards, but you're definitely into this place where you're feeling stuck. You want things to be changing. And the first part of the following 30 days, let's say the following 20 days, are complicated. You're stuck. You're there. You can't really do anything about it. You're feeling disappointed. There's somebody, no doubt about it. It could be a boss. It could be somebody who's around you. There's a man who's not all that nice, not all that perfect, who could have some toxic behaviors towards you. And there's just a lack of progress altogether in love, in work, in whatever it is that you're looking forward towards. And you're just feeling ultimately very, very disappointed. Let me take out some more cards. The good news is that around the end of those 30 days, so the following 10 days or so, I see the life cycle changing. I see a turning point, and I feel as though you're starting to take things a little bit more in control. And things, it's going to take a little while, but they're going to get back on track. You're retired. Okay, so who's the older person, sweetie? There is somebody who is older, who has to do, who is trying to do something around you, my lovely. Somebody trying to take control. It could be, again, like I said, it could be somebody who just wants to borrow money from you. Something is happening financially, and it's an older person, sweetie. So just be careful. And it's a man. Well, then maybe you will be meeting this person soon. Be careful for anybody who does want to get any money from you, anybody who wants to try to borrow any money from you. Be very careful. I'm going to put my red flag on out for you, okay? Because the energy was very strong, and it was throughout the whole reading altogether, sweetie. I had that person pop on up 3 times within 5 cards, so just be careful, okay? It could be somebody who's trying to scam you. It could just be somebody who's going to pop on up who's going to want to borrow money. They might not have borrowed money yet, but they might, and you might never really get it. Just be careful. Maybe the energy will change, but be careful. Other than that, I'm seeing over here, you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself, self-love, self-care. Again, I'm getting disappointment. I'm getting pessimism over here. I don't know exactly what seems to be going on, but you're really, really quite stressed about something. I don't know if it's, I feel like it's in regards to you. So I'm going to say I don't do these type of readings. So I'm not going to get into any of it. But I am going to have to say, I feel like you're worried about yourself, or you're worried about a lady anyways. It could be something that has to do with health. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this person, but I'm saying that you're worried. There's a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of fears. And I just kind of feel like we need to release that worry, either by talking, either by going, whoever this person is, to consult. Something has to be done within this. Okay, yeah, well, I'm going to say you're feeling, I don't know if it's you, but you're feeling really, really, really quite disappointed. You're scared. There's something that is bothering you, and it's like nothing is changing. Either you're not getting answers, or you're not maybe getting appointments. There's maybe maybe they're doing tasks, but you don't quite know, or maybe they gave you some information, but they don't have all of it. Something is happening within this, and I don't really get into it all that much, so I'll leave it at that. But you need to take care of yourself, and you need to, if this is you, you need to make sure that everything is okay. So consult, the right medical people if you do have any doubts about anything that is regarding your health, sweetie. Really important. Again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you. I'm just saying if you have any doubts, because I see a lot of stress, to go and check that out. Sending you a whole bunch of love, sweetie. I'm going to log back in. I'm going to go and see our beautiful Maria. So let's go forward over here. I just need to log myself back in. Tonight is a little bit of a weird night again, eh, guys? It's a little bit like our night of the other night. When you say that you're ready to disconnect and everybody arrives. So let's go see Maria. Hold on. Perfect. And that is Maria, so that is absolutely great. All right, I've got it. And here we go for Maria. Wishing you a lovely evening, sweetie. All right, Maria, my lovely, are you here with us? Because you didn't send no popcorn, no nothing. And the first phrase over here is a bathroom. And I was wondering what that email might be, but now I understand it better. Let me just go and see. Let's do this, let's do that, and let's go find out what's going on with Maria and the bathroom. I will definitely do something, my beautiful Maria. I will definitely, sweetie. I will look to see what is best. I know, isn't it, Watson? I know, it's crazy. It's like one night out of 3 or 4 of them, it's like ghost town. And then when we say we're going to give up for tonight, everybody pops up, right? Or everybody gets afraid. We need to disconnect for like 10 minutes is what we need to do. Okay, so here we go for Maria at this very moment. And, okay. A sip of lime water for me, and let's go forward. Maria, it is. Sweetie, let me go and read what happened with the bathroom, okay? I know, yeah, popcorn in the bathroom. All right, here we go. Do I need any information from... No, I don't. I know everything, sweetie. It is all good. Do not worry about it, my lovely. Okay, so... I don't know why I went over there. Okay. What did he think when this happened, when you came out of the bathroom? So what did he think when you left the bathroom? All right. He was happy to see you. I don't have all that much. I'm getting happy to see you. I'm getting belonging, being happy. I'm getting repressing our emotions a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit anxious. So I'm going to say altogether, it was not necessarily the time, of course, because we did have a lot of stuff going on. As you said, he was kind of rushing to go to a meeting. 10 of Wands, we had too many tasks at once, but we were definitely happy to see you, sweetie. What did he think when he saw you outside? Oh, that would be a completely different reading. Yeah, yeah. I was going to say, unless you got cameras there too, but that would be illegal. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right. So, What do we have over here? Four of Cups followed on out. All right, sweet one. Let me go back like that. And so what did he think when he actually saw you outside? Well, you know what? He wanted to reach on out towards you. He felt loving. He felt more focused. But at the same time as he was feeling loving and he was feeling focused, he was kind of feeling empty. And I understand the emptiness because it's a little bit like you. When you see him, your heart just, I'm not going to, okay. The comparison is horrible, but it makes sense, okay? So I'm going to use it. It's a little bit like the Grinch. How his heart was so small, and then his heart finally grew like 3, 4, 5, 10 times the size that, it used to be. This is it. Now, I'm going to say, though, it was a horrible comparison because your heart is not small, neither is his. But I'm just trying to say that there was somewhat of an explosion of wanting, of what a horrible comparison, seriously. When I was thinking about it, I thought, hey, it's pretty good. I thought it was bad, and I use it anyways. And now I think about it, I still think it's bad. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about, sweetie. Enough of my bibble babble. He felt a little bit lonely because as much as his heart was nice and big and full, it was empty at the same time, is what I'm trying to say. That was much easier that way now, wasn't it? All right, let's continue on. Enough of my silliness. No, I don't think he was waiting for you. He was way too busy. Way too busy. And that would be very stalkerish. Yeah. Oh, the fact that he left early, sweetie, we had looked upon. It is simply because he comes in early. He does big days. And it's coming at the end of the year. When he's done what he's got to do, he goes on home. No, there's no dates. There's no ladies. There's nothing happening, sweetie. There's no women anywhere. He could have some if he wanted to, but he does not want to have any. So there's nothing happening over there, sweet. How's he feeling at this moment about you guys? How is he feeling about you at this moment? I'm seeing over here, we want things to be quicker. We want things to be moving a lot more. I feel as though the Wheel of Fortune, we are meant to be together. We are meant to be onto the path. It's just that he sees that it's a little bit complicated because you guys have had like kind of semi-conflicts, if you will. So there's a little bit of mental anguish kind of going on through. It's always that contrast with Roberto and you. There's always that love, there's always that passion, there's always that desire of wanting to be together, but at the very same time, we also get a lot of complications because we also have a lot of pain and we have a lot of sadness and we have a lot of unknown. So we've got the plus and we've got the minus, and we manage to kind of balance things throughout, and you always end up being back up into the positive. He's always happy to see you. You're always happy to see him. You're always talking. You're always keeping open communication. Nothing ever really shuts on down because we have that want to be with you, because we have that beautiful Wheel of Fortune. So we're holding on, sweetie, one step at a time. We're wanting more but unable to give more right now. Untalked, right? But that's because your birthday kind of falls at the end of the year where there's a lot of stuff happening. There is always love after somebody else, even if we don't really believe into it, and even when we're all already in love, we don't think we could ever love again, right? But there's always love who's going to be knocking at the door, sweetie. His message for you today. Let's go see his message for you today. His message is that he is searching for more clarity, that he needs to finish some things. He needs to, and we know what he needs to finish. He needs to finish, yes, the school year. He needs to work more onto his goals, but he's looking towards being more brave and getting closer to you. So he's looking towards his strength, sweet one. pretty much what I'm seeing for today. There's not all that much more, sweet one. But the message is good. It is positive. Oh, he's holding on to you guys. He's holding on to you guys. I sure can, Sean. I sure can, sweetie. Yeah, he is keeping your stuff, Maria. He is keeping your stuff. Your things are not going anywhere. Hello, my beautiful Toka fan. Nice to see you, sweetie. You can pose your question if you want to, my lovely. I was just going to go see Juanson, but I will, yeah. Your months is approaching soon. How are you doing, Toka fan, sweetie? In the meanwhile, I'm just going to open on up over here, and I'm going to start reading Juanson's message. Now, I know you had like another meeting because I read a part of it earlier. Yeah, but it was less boring, right? Oh my God, it was a thank you meeting, so you got a blueberry muffin? Sweetie. My gosh, with the money your boss makes. It would have been, wouldn't it? And there you go. She can't miss every day. She's got to be there. Oh, you guys were so close then. All right. And you had time to write all this mail while at work? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me go and see Toka fan, and then I'll be with you. It is so lovely to see you, beautiful Toka fan. You say, how does R view you? Overall, like your personality, and I got you, sweetie. Okay, well, let's go and find that out. How do we view you, sweet one? You had a muffin? Really? Seriously? Was it like the store-bought muffins, or was it at least like a Starbucks muffin or Barnes & Noble muffin? I don't know. Now I'm just picking onto your boss, who's, you know, multimillionaire. No, Lilith, you're missing pieces. Well, kind of. Yeah, at a meeting with Elizabeth, they ate muffins. I hope he gave you coffee or tea or milk to go with it, because otherwise it's a little dry. Okay, so I know, yeah, no, yeah, the store, like the cheap one. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetie. It doesn't sound like it because I'm laughing, but I am. All right. I guess with all the million employees he has, you know, he can't dish out, you know, blueberry muffins from Starbucks. It would be too expensive. I know. Lilith was jumping off of her seat. She was just like dancing over there. Ready to take a sangria. Yeah. Oh, Watson, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I am. Your boss is cheap. You're not a fan of today? Oh, Joseph, I'm not a fan of today neither. Jump into the boat, sweet one. A lot of us are not, because I've done a few readings that are a little less precious today. What happened, Joseph? Let us know, sweetie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you put yourself in the box, Lilith. I don't think she's got a muffin. Yeah. Okay, so my beautiful Toka fan. Hold on. Let's go and see what we're thinking about you. So how does R view you? All right. And let me take out some more cards over here. Now, I know that you're talking personality, everything and the such. I'm going to go and look a little bit into the overall. So, financially, I'm going to say stable. I know it's not what you're looking for, but it's there, so I'm going to say it. Other than that, It's like you're waiting. You seem, anyways, this person believes that you're waiting, or believes that you're waiting for something to happen. You're awaiting results. So they kind of believe that maybe you're expecting something from them. It could be like taking this relationship to another level. I'm not saying it's happening, but they believe that you're expecting something. So it's not necessarily into the viewing of you, but it's in somewhat of a perception of what they're feeling. I'm seeing over here big changes are actually going to be happening and transformations within this relationship. Are they going to be good? I feel as though they will be good, but I still see, I do have to say it, I don't really feel like there will be some changes and some modifications, but nothing too big, because I feel like, anyways, R is afraid of the unknown. And I feel like we have a lot of lack of planning. R doesn't plan all that much, does R? Okay, let's continue, and let me go and see what else I'm getting. Let's pull out a different deck. So, and let me move on down over here and see what you're chit-chatting about, if you are chit-chatting as I'm going away. Okay. Sweet dreams, beautiful Maria. Okay. So, he sees you as somebody who thinks a lot, somebody who has a certain innocence, somebody who wonders about a lot of different things. I said that this person thought that you actually wanted something, right? This is it. They perceive anyways, or they see that you're looking for some type of new beginnings. They see you as being somebody who's got a lot of insight, but somebody who is somewhat, it's a mix between independent and dependent. I feel as though you both kind of have your own independence, but I feel like you'd like to be a little bit more dependent. This person believes that you're also a little bit complex, perhaps. You don't like to be disappointed. You don't like to be sad. Nobody does, right? Let's continue. You're seen as somebody who's got a lot of desire, a lot of willpower. And when you see an opportunity, we move on forward with it. It's very strong. When you want something, you go out and you grab it, especially in regards to your career, towards finances. Other than that, I'm going to have to say that you're usually quite victorious in pretty much everything that you do. Beautiful success. You're somebody who is... You're not much. I mean, everybody likes luxury, but it's not what you're looking for whatsoever. I'm going to say that what you look for in life is beautiful values. It is love. It is family. It is friends. You want stability. You want a beautiful, I'm going to say, loving life is what you're looking for. And that, he loves it. He feels as though you stand your ground, but he also feels as though you're very, very quite grounded. Physically speaking, there's no doubt about it. He finds you absolutely beautiful. You're seen over here as a beautiful queen, very feminine. You like to have, let's say, your home in order. You like things to make sense. You like to have maybe even a little bit of a certain control over different things, but you make people feel welcomed and loved. And this is what I'm getting, sweetie. Hello, my beautiful Tiffany. How are you doing today, my sweet one? Shauna and you are having a chocolate brownie muffin. My son, I forgot. That's true. I need to write it onto my list. My son asked me for brownies. And I said, all right, okay. Because every time I buy some, they don't eat any. They ask me some, I buy some, they don't eat any. And then I said, well, I can make you some. And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, you want me to buy them? And he's like, yeah. But I'm like, are you going to eat them this time? And he says, yes. But I know he's not going to eat them because he does it all the time. That just reminds me of you having your chocolate brownie muffin. My kids wanting things that they don't end up eating. So, and if I make it, nah. Toka fan, sending you so much love, my sweetie. It was a beautiful blessing to have you here tonight. I hope you're doing good, and I hope I was able to answer your question well, sweetie. Maria, you're back. That was really not long. I don't even know if you left. Did you even have time to disconnect and to come back in? You have cramps? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, sweetie. I would give you, different type of remedies, but I know you know better than I do, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna say try to rest, try to relax. I'm sorry that you're feeling crampy, sweetie. Know the feeling. Let me go see what's going on with you, sweetie. So you say you came home, and he usually jumps on you, and this time he did not. What is going on with him, right? He usually jumps on you when he arrives? Seriously? Oh, Maria, that was quick. Oh, my gosh. All right. Oh, he's very excited to see you, my beautiful Tiffany. He always does that. He comes home and he jumps on you? My gosh. And you wonder if he's got passion. He's got passion towards you. Oh, la la. All right. Oh, Dan, if you only knew. My 3 kids do it to me all the time. All the time. You have no idea how much money I spend on things that they do not eat. And they specifically ask for it. I know, but I was kind of the same way when I was a kid, so I guess I can't blame them. I'm going to say it's genetic. All right, my beautiful Maria. All right, sweetie. Oh, you have to go back to work. Okay, well, hopefully your day will get better, Joseph. Hang on in there. Now, my beautiful Tiffany, you sweet one. Let's go find out. Why did he not do that? I'm going to take this deck. Yeah, I know, Watson. You're still baffled with the muffin, aren't you? And that's the thanks you get. A muffin from the grocery store. Yeah. At least give it to Aaron Deck of your choice. Of course, right? I mean, it cost him pennies. Oh, my beautiful Tiffany. And today, you say he was kind of standoffish, right? Okay. Oh, well, there you go. All right, Dan. All right. My kids eat nothing, so. Yeah, they're all, tiny little skinny things. Yeah, because they don't eat anything. So, that being said, let's go and see what I've got. Here we go. Okay. Sweetie. Yes, Lilith. I love that. Slay the dragon. Absolutely. Perfectly said. Tiffany, what was going on? He was unorganized today. He had a fight. He had an argument at work. It didn't really have anything to do with you. He was coming back from work. I don't know. I think he was coming back from work. I'm going to say he had a conflict. He had a fight. And he was kind of off balance, and he just was not really, feeling all that lovey-dovey and wanting to jump on you and give you that biggest of hugs. So it's not that he did not have the opportunity. He did have the opportunity. It's simply that he was kind of keeping his feelings inside, didn't necessarily want to talk about his day, but his day did definitely not go good. I'm telling you, he had a conflict, he had an argument. There was a little bit of chaos. I just don't really feel as though things are necessarily going the way that he would like them to at this moment, and this is what happened. But it has absolutely nothing to do with the breakup. Oh my gosh. No, he's not going anywhere, sweetie. I'm going to go and take out the cards, but he's not going anywhere. Oh no, you gotta slay even when you believe that you are defeated, Joseph. Don't give in. Do not give in, sweetie. Okay. Are the enhanced ones, right? Yeah, I stay away from those. They do. They are good. I actually like them with like chocolate chunks into them, and I like the contrast. I like with vanilla, with butter icing. Yeah. Anyways, it's my favorite. or with like hot fudge poured over it. Really, really good. Haven't had that in ages. My mom used to bake all the time when I was a little girl, and I used to bake all the way up until pretty much I had kids, and then I stopped. I don't know. I don't eat all that much sugar anymore. It's not my thing. I'm more into salty. I don't know. I kind of gave up, I guess, on baking because whenever I make things, although it is good, my kids never want to eat it. They prefer something, from the grocery store that's not good at all. That's something that I'll make. I know it makes me sound like I'm not a good cook, but I am a good cook. But that being said, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I kind of stopped baking, but I do love them myself. But every time I make things, I end up giving everything to everybody because nobody eats them at my house. And listen to Pink Floyd again. Okay, my sweetie. A breakup. No. I told you there was a no. It was a no. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh, no. Sweetie, here we go. Six of Wands. He's not going anywhere. No, this is about being a little bit more triumphant into this. Ace of Pentacles. Things are going to be better tomorrow, sweetie. There's more prosperity. There's new beginnings coming on in. And you're just kind of there. Just kind of waiting for him, and you'll wait for his beautiful love. So, is he going anywhere? Absolutely not. Yeah, even the cakes, Lilith. The only time I truly bake something is like the birthday cakes that, I've sent you guys for my kids, or like Halloween muffins, like spooky stuff and Christmas stuff. Other than that, I don't do it. I don't do it because nobody eats it. I go at the bakery and buy it. Okay, so, but it is. I love baking. I do. I think I prefer baking than cooking. All right, so is he planning on moving? Sweet one. I don't see him moving anywhere, my lovely. He's not going anywhere. He's not. Mother Star over here, our Knight of Swords. He's not taking no action. He's staying exactly where he is, sweetie. He's not going anywhere. He's not leaving you. Let me go see what he's thinking, and then I'll go and give you some notes in general. What's he thinking? What is he up to? Let's go do this deck. Spooky. Yeah, spooky muffins and spooky treats. Yeah, last year my muffins were orange with red blood dripping on down, and they had like body parts onto them with like knives and stuff. They were all edible things, but it was a Halloween cupcake after all. Just to be very YouTube friendly, it was a Halloween cupcake, and it was all candy. Yeah, I'm not a baking wizard, but nobody eats it anyways. You're a sweetie pie. Here's what looks like rejects from the bottom of a baking pan. Oh my God. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Because those lunch ladies in hiding are just asking, I don't know. I tried to give that to my kid once a long time ago. Yeah, they don't eat that neither. I don't think it's called cooking. I don't think so. No. So, what am I seeing, sweetie? What is he feeling? What are his thoughts? Right? What is he thinking, actually, is what we're looking for. I'm getting over here that he's actually thinking that he doesn't really want to do anything or change anything altogether. I'm getting the creator. He's not creating absolutely anything. He's just kind of stagnating into his world at this moment. He's got a lot of decisions to make. I feel as though a lot of it has to do with a lot of uncertainty into his life. He's looking for a lot of truth. I say uncertainty. He's got uncertainty towards, that new job that he's been looking forward towards with those studies that he's been doing. He's got uncertainty about trying to bring his family down over. There's fights and there's conflicts and there's uncertainty. There's all different kind of things all over the place. And I just kind of feel like he's trying to find himself. That being said, I don't feel like he's going anywhere. As I say, he's trying to find himself. He's not trying to find himself within the love. The love that he has for you is pretty much the only stable thing that he has into his life. That is there. It is stable. It's not going anywhere. But other than that, everything else is just kind of gravitating, and it's like cyclic. It just keeps on coming back and back and back. He doesn't really know what to do with it. So he's really not, he's not into his emperor mode right now. He is not really taking any decisions, not really changing anything, not really doing anything, because he's waiting. He's waiting for information all over the place. So I'm going to have to say at this moment, he just kind of feels like his life is a little bit chaotic. He would like it to be a little bit more stable, and he'd like to actually get some answers out of life. Is he going to be able to bring some of his family down over? Is he going to be able, all that money, everything that he spent to go get that class, is it going to be worth it? Is he going to be making more money from it? Is he going to get, that job that he wants? There's a lot of things that are a little bit iffy for him at this moment, but his love for you is not. Let me go and see what's happening into the general, sweetie. Here we go. And voila. Let's put this one on back. And let's go see into the general nodes what is happening. Oh, I get you, Lilith. I don't follow directions. I don't, even when I bake. I mean, a 3/4 of a cup could be a cup. I tweak everything I do. I put more flour, I put more milk. I tweak everything. And besides, I always feel like the recipes are not right. They're not okay. They're always missing either butter or sugar or chocolate. They're always missing something. So I always have to tweak it on up. And then when my mom asks me, this is so good, how did you make it? I can give you somewhat the recipe. Okay, so let's continue on over here. What else am I getting? The Page of Cups, the 8 of Cups. Okay, Page of Cups. He's wanting to give you some love, sweetie. He's wanting to be closer. He's wanting to have a lot of creations into his life. You're wanting the same thing too, but I still see you moving. I still see you going away, sweetie. I still see, and I keep seeing this. It's been like 3-4 days since I've been doing your readings, and I've been seeing over here 8 of Cups, death, changes, nobody's dying, transformations, changes. Just a lot of burdens, and I just kind of feel like you're picking everything up and nothing is really changing. So I'm going to say, generally speaking, I'm going to go and give you some notes coming from him. I'm seeing altogether somewhat of a little bit of unsatisfaction at home because we're not getting what we want. I mean, love-wise, he's always a little bit here, then he's not. He's happy, then he's not. He shows you love, he's not. You're taking care of everything at home, so that's a little bit difficult in itself. And you have some big changes coming also, within work and moving and changes. So there's a lot going on, but I mean, there's no fluctuations, there's no changes. Anyways, into the general that I'm doing today, things are staying the same. I will say, most likely this is going to stay this way for the following month. Oh, Juanson, I'm sorry, Carrie. Juanson has been lost into his muffin world. That's where he has been into. Yes. That's where he is. He's lost into the muffin world. Let me give you some notes coming from him. Yeah, that's what's been happening. Seriously. There's no other explanation. He was very, very disappointed by his boss today. It kind of struck him. It's like he's not there anymore. Juanson is lost into the muffin world. that boss just ruined him. That's what happened. Okay. So. I know, right? You see it? You're back into muffin world again. That's it. And Elisa Mouflou. Yeah, that sounds about right. I like that. Elisa Mouflou. Okay. I am really sensitive deep down. I just really try to put up somewhat of a front. I act happy, but I'm not. I am always, though, reminded of you. Hold on, shuffling away. I know that we are being spiritually guided. You are different, and that's why I truly do love you. I want you to know that it's always you, and it always has been you. Often I don't quite know how to express my love to you, so I kind of keep it inside. Oh, we definitely do. We definitely know that you'd be eating muffins, you know, yes, morning, lunch. It would be your favorite meal, sweetie. My beautiful Tiffany, you're going to be all right, sweetie. I promise you, you're going to be okay. Sending you big hugs. I'm going to go and sneak peek into our PayPal. And I'm going to go and see if I can find anything good that we have not yet explored for our dear friend over here, Maria. But I'm just going to go and read well your instructions to begin with. Make sure. Hold on. Okay. All right. So Maria, ask some good questions, right? All right. Let's go and see. Okay. Maria, what do we have? Why don't we take out a little bit of a steampunk? And why don't we take a little bit of a Lenormand? And see what pops out. All right, my beautiful Julie. I will be with you shortly, sweetie. Let's go and see what I've got going on. All right, my beautiful. Here we go. I do have over here the ship sailing on in. All right. You know what I'd actually love to marry on up with Lenormand is my Alice Tarot. I do. I love it. Let me go and find out. Hold on just one moment. I'm just going to go over here and see something. Just 1 second. Okay, perfect. We're just going to put that over there, put that like that, do that like that. Move on forward, and voila, and let's go and see what we've got popping on up. All right, and over here I have our Ten of Swords, but Ten of Swords reverse position, saying that nothing truly bad is going to be happening over here. Okay, hold on just one moment. I'm just going to go and check something out. All right, perfect. Okay, sweet one. Hello, nice to see you, my beautiful smile. Thank you, sweetie. Here, sweetie pie. How was your day today, my beautiful smile? Libra girl, if you give me a moment, I will answer you, okay? Just give me a moment, sweetie. Oh, I always do awesome woohoo. Don't I always do awesome woohoo? Seriously. Okay, hold on. So, Libra girl, give me a moment, okay? I will answer you in just 1 second, sweetie. All right, so what I can actually see over here. Let's start on off with our Lenormand. Lenormand is stating, and smack into the middle of our reading over here, that Roberto is looking for stable. He's looking for a stable relationship. Now, he's actually afraid of other people. Whatever we're seeing kind of flying around over here are actual gossip. It's people. It's all those kind of like birds that you're seeing happening over here. So we're a little bit afraid. We're afraid because we know that there are some options. We know that you could be meeting somebody else, and he knows that he could be meeting somebody else too. So he is ultimately afraid that if he keeps being the way that he is going to end up losing you. And that is scaring the crap out of him. Seriously, it is, sweetie. So I'm going to have to say, home-wise, I'm getting reverse. Two of Pentacles. There's no doubt about it. We cannot expect him to make a move at this moment. He is looking towards his career. He's not looking towards family life at this moment. He's looking towards dating, but not much more. So this is what you can actually look forward towards. You can look forward towards dating, but not right away. If we move on forward, I'm getting over here that we're observing, and this is what he's doing. As we know that, there are possibilities within this relationship, we also know that we need to look at the fine print. We need to look really, really well, because we do not want to make any mistakes. Any mistake, it's like if he does a mistake, he's not going to be able to ever return back. And that's what he's afraid of. He's afraid of making a mistake and not having a second chance or a third chance or a fourth chance with you. He's afraid that this is going to be your ultimate chance. Therefore, he wants it to work on through. So he's trying to put all the elements and do everything so that everything could really be in place, so that when he will be ready, and hopefully you'll still be there and you'll still be ready, because he is sometimes afraid that you're going to go see somebody else, that it will work on out. If we move on forward, the Cross, reverse, beautiful card, no endings happening over here. Moved on forward, yes, with the Page of Cups. So there's no endings whatsoever within this relationship. There are transformations, there are changes, but there are no endings. There is no closing up of anything. There is nothing but him actually asking, or it could be you, but it's about love. It's about beginning of love. It's about how, this is a card, how we are preparing. We're still into the Page, so we're not the Knight, we're not the King yet. We're still into those beautiful moments of preparation to get something better. So he's still into the beginning of his whole process to make things stronger. So my lovely, I'm going to say, if I move forward to the final card, I told you, this is all about changes. It's all about transformations. It's a choice. Now this is a beautiful card. It could be a scary card, but it could be the most beautiful card that you've ever seen also. This is all about choices. Two different doors. We can say yes. We can say no. Are we going to say yes? Are we going to say no? I will check that out, Maria. So there are many different possibilities. Well, there's not many. There's two different possibilities. It's yes or it's no. At this moment, he is planning towards his future to make the right move. This is about already knowing what we want, already knowing that we need to be careful. We do have a couple little red flags because of things that have happened into the past, but we've got some beautiful passion, we've got some rose, we've got some hope. We are simply planning our next move to make sure that our next move is good, is strong. Now, before I move over and answer your question that you just posted, I'm just going to put this away. One brief moment. Hold on. Libra girl, I've got you. You are going to be up next. Do not worry. I have not forgotten about you. Don't post your question right away, though, sweetie. So, if we continue on, I'm just going to put that there. I want to go and do a little bit of steampunk. Okay, steampunk bells, which is interesting because you do work into a school. Ding dong, ding dong. Okay, the bellows. What we're saying is truly true. I mean, he's not lying to you whatsoever. He's not blowing no hot air. What he's saying, it is true. It is the way that he is feeling. He's not playing any games with you. He's not playing anything. What I can also see as we move on forward over here is that I'm getting the lady. Lady, very important, the lady into this reading over here. Libra girl, go for it, sweetie. Very important, the lady and the man. Look at that. And I'm getting the cards. A very interesting combination altogether. I've got my man. And this is interesting because you know how much you believe that you are so ready for this relationship? And we believe that he's not quite all that ready. As much as you believe that you are completely, entirely ready for this relationship, divine timing is saying that you are not completely ready. And this is one of the reasons why you're still kind of a little bit waiting. You can post, my beautiful Libra girl. Post away, sweetie. You're up next. So there's absolutely no doubt about it. He, as much as he's not ready for it, you believe that you are, but there is something, and I can't tell you what it is. You've got to find it yourself, because otherwise I'm playing with divine timing. But there is something over here that you're not realizing that you're not quite ready for. Sweet dreams, my beautiful Carrie. I hope you eat tonight, sweetie. Take care of yourself. The cards are telling us over here that we got to play our cards well. It's not a poker game. We've got to get this. It's not a game of let's just, throw these cards and let's just deal these dice and see what happens. We want to make sure that we're doing the right thing. I'm getting my king. I'm getting my queen. And what am I getting straight in the middle? I'm getting a beautiful home. I'm getting stability. I'm getting togetherness. So I'm going to say a beautiful reading altogether, my lovely. Yes. Interesting, ain't it? The stuff we get. Ooh, la, 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 la. You gotta love steampunk. You do. I love steampunk. I don't use it all that often, but I like it. It gives us a different perspective sometimes, but often when we have like different type of questions. So my sweetie, I feel like we have actually uncovered quite a bit over here. Let me go and let me just go and take out one last deck over here. I'm going to go see Libra girl right after. I'm just going to go and see what the angels perhaps would actually like to say to you. Angel Tarot. All right, Julian Smile in PayPal. I'll be with you guys momentarily, and if anybody else has passed through there, I'll be with you guys soon too. So let's go forward and let's go find out what the angels have to say. The angels are saying that the relationship is out of balance at this moment. Balance is necessary to bring things back into a positive way. Other than that, I'm also getting over here that we need to recuperate. We need to come and get those beautiful togetherness. We need to get that joy on back also. Temperance. important. At this moment, you're both healing. He's healing, you're healing, and this is a little bit part of that beautiful divine timing, like I was saying, sweet one. Moving on forward, look at that. You both have some insecurity towards this relationship. It doesn't matter. Your insecurity is different than his, but you still have insecurity, and so does he. So it all comes back to what the angels were actually saying. What you need into this relationship is balance. You need to find the balance back, and once you find the balance, well then, you're going to be that beautiful Queen of Cups. You're going to get what you want. And that's what I've got for you, sweet one. Thank you, Libra girl. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. And Maria, you say, well, thank you, sweetie. Let me go and answer your question before I move on forward about the guitar teacher. Wait, hold on. You feel that he's jealous of the guitar teacher or any guy that does talk to you, right? Let me go and validate. I feel as though there is a strong possibility, but maybe it kind of fluctuates depending on the way that you are and what actually happened during the day. I feel like he doesn't, basically, he does not like other people being around you, doesn't like other men being around you. And he is always a little bit afraid that somebody is going to be taking, you away from him. So does he have a little bit of jealousy? I will say yes, but does he truly believe that this person could take, you away from him? Not quite. So I'm going to say there is a little bit of jealousy, but he believes in you much more than that, sweetie. Hi, my beautiful Katie. How are you doing, sweetie? Sending you so much love, my beautiful Maria. I hope it was worth coming on back for the third time around. Absolutely. I am glad that you are amazed by this reading. I hope that you go to bed onto this and you have beautiful dreams, sweetie, and you feel positive and you're feeling a little bit re-energized by it. That's my main purpose into this. It is good. It is a beautiful reading. Let's hold on to it, sweetie. It was, wow, you're a sweetie pie. Let me go and see our beautiful Libra girl. What do I have over here? What are the current energies thinking of MB Leo towards you? I got you. It's a third party separation. Okay, well, let's go and find out, sweetie. What do we have? So here we go for Libra girl, and then I'm moving over to PayPal. I will be with you shortly, my beautiful Katie. Okay, so what are the current energies towards and thinking of MB Leo towards AP? Okay, I got you, sweetie. I'm sorry for the complications of this, by the way. It's rarely an easy thing. Here we go. Hello, my beautiful Gypsy. How are you doing, sweetie? All right. I feel as though this is about demanding. I feel as though we're demanding something. There's some drama. There's some deceit. There's definitely infidelity over here. There's jealousy. There's anger. There's a lot of opposition. What I actually feel is that there is isolation. Probably no talking between these two people at this moment. I feel like we're trying to heal. We're trying to make things better. We're trying to find our self-control on back. So I'm actually going to have to say that long-term investments, we wanted, whatever happened within this, I feel as though we did want something to happen into the long run. We did actually want it to continue on through, but there was a little bit too much going on, too many demands. And I just kind of feel as though we kind of lost a little bit of balance into that. So at this moment, there's most likely isolation, nobody talking. I'm going to have to say, I feel as though most likely you're not necessarily going to be hearing back from this person, or anyways, I don't feel like it's going to go any further if you do hear back from this person. I feel as though it's too complicated. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion. I see that every time we think about you, every time, you know, we talk to you, that passion is always ignited. It's like we're always starting back at point zero. And that's what makes it so very difficult. We want to be able to find new opportunities. We want to be able to be closer. We want to have that beautiful potential, but we're unable to actually make it happen. Therefore, we can't see the long-term investment, and we're kind of withdrawing and staying on to the side. So I'm going to say loneliness, rejection, ultimately, withdrawal, sweetie. So I don't necessarily feel as though this person is going to be coming on back, or if they do, I don't feel like it's going to last long whenever it does happen again. I kind of feel like they need to a little bit move on forward, not because they don't want to be with you, not because they don't find you crazy attractive. It's really a question that it's just not a possibility. It is too complicated. There are too many demands, and we can't deal with that at this moment. Hopefully that has helped you out, sweetie. And I'm sorry for all of that. Yeah. Oh, sweet dreams, my beautiful Maria, sweetie. Libra girl, I'm going to give you a really, really big hug. I hope that something good comes out of it, but I don't necessarily see it, sweetie. Hold on strong, my beautiful, okay? I'm going to move on forward over here into PayPal one brief moment, and we're going to toggle between PayPal and Super Chat for our beautiful Gypsy and Katie. So just 1 second, moving back on in. And voila, so I do have Julie, I do have our beautiful Smile. Thank you so very much, my sweetie. I'm going to go and see Smile first of all. So Smile, you're up first. So hold on, I'm just going to write myself a note. I've got Smile, and then I'm going to go and see Katie. I'm going to go and see Julie, and I'm going to go and see Gypsy. All right, so my beautiful Smile, are you here, sweetie? And thank you for your beautiful donation, sweet one. Let me go. I opened up with the wrong page. It's not where I wanted to go. Okay, here you go. Nice to see you, sweetie. It's my pleasure, sweetie, Libra girl. Welcome to the channel, sweetie. Thank you for joining us tonight. And again, be strong, sweet one. So here we go, Smile. Let's go forward with it, sweet one. You would like to know, number one. Okay, let's go and see. Question number one. Is this person going to be making a return into your life? I would love to. I would. I've been hearing, I've been doing your readings for quite some time, my beautiful, over a year for sure. And yes, his energy has been around for the longest of time also. So let's go and find this out. So number one. Are we coming on back? Ace of Cups is not necessarily a good beginning, but the fact that we don't have a good beginning does not necessarily mean anything. Let's go and continue on and see what I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to have to say, sweetie, no. And I'm sorry. Honestly, the energies tonight, there's like a lot going on in love for a lot of people tonight. I just feel like a lot of people had a really bad day today. The energies were just kind of crazy. Good thing it's a new moon tomorrow. What I can see, sweetie, is I kind of feel, I'm going to go and see a little bit the energies that I'm getting towards you, okay? Because this card over here, the beautiful Empress, is telling me that we do have a lot of a desire. We do feel as though you're very beautiful, you're very nurturing, you're very kind. You've got a lot of stuff going for you that are very, very feminine, very attractive, that he desires a lot. You can be really, really, really quite hot, but you can be really cold too. But I'm getting over here, Ace of Cups, reverse, the Tower. It's just not it's not moving, it's not happening. Nine of Pentacles reversed, Page of Swords. I feel as though he's actually kind of trying to move on forward. He's looking towards the future, thinking that this is not necessarily a possibility. So I'm getting over here my Queen of Wands. He believes that you're very, very courageous, that you're very driven, you know what you want, you move on forward with it. I do feel like if he could be with you, then he would be very faithful, he would be very romantic. But I just don't feel as though he necessarily wants to return on back towards that. So as much as you have a lot of beautiful qualities, I kind of feel like he's a little bit turning the page, sweetie. I hope his energy changes towards that. So I'll say a no onto your question number 1. Let me go and see your situation at work. What is going to be the outcome? What will be the situation at work? So, my beautiful Katie, you're up next, okay? So, what is the outcome with your situation at work? Seven of Cups, a lot of choices, a lot of options. I feel like you do have other options, that you are looking at other options, wondering what it is that you should do. I'm getting painful endings. I'm getting stabbed into the back. I'm going to have to say over here, sweetie, I'm going to take out another deck. I'm going to go see if he's going to end up paying your wages back, because I want to go and see if what I'm seeing over here is related towards the actual money, or if anything else is happening. Let me just go see. So will your employer end up paying you those back wages soon? Okay. I do not feel as though the employer is going to be paying you those back wages soon. I see complications. For some reason, they don't want to pay it. It's like they don't believe that they should, or there's something that's kind of stopping them from paying it. If you do end up getting it, I'm going to say that it's going to be within the following 4 to 5 weeks. But for some reason, they don't, I don't know, they don't want to pay it, or they don't believe that they should be paying it. Situation at work, I'm going to go and see. I kind of feel like somebody's stabbing you into the back. Something is going on at work, sweetie. Somebody is not necessarily being nice with you. Something is happening. Let me just go see if you have anything to say about that. Before I go and see Jonathan, I'm going to go and see what's happening at work at the same time. Oh no, Katie, you're next, sweetie. You're next, my lovely. That's all I want to say, is you're next. I know, seriously, right, Lilith? It's kind of crazy. So many stories today. A lot of people had a lot of bad things happen. So good thing the day's almost over, right? Tomorrow's a brand new day. Okay. Releasing fear is what I'm seeing over here. A lot of impulsiveness. I see you having a lot of strength. I do. What I'm going to have to say is I don't see you leaving your job. So you're staying at your job. That is good. You're not leaving. You're finding the strength to continue to try to make things better. But I'm going to say there's excessive control where you are. There's a lot of inflexibility. There's a lot of power struggles, and I just kind of feel like a lot of it is really, really quite immature. What seems to be happening, some people are a little bit stabbing you into the back. So there's a lot of domineering. There's a lot of stuff happening. I don't really like it all that much, but I feel like things are going to be getting better. And it's not right away, but I'm going to say within the following 2 months, I feel like things are better. We're getting more collaboration, more teamwork. Like we're starting to share goals. Things are getting better, but I see like there's learning, there's more work, there's more money coming on in. So like the energy seems to be completely different. But at this moment and for the following weeks, it's kind of difficult. And I would mostly say don't really trust anybody at work. I don't really like them all that much. I feel, and I don't quite know who it is. There could be a guy and there could be a girl. I kind of feel like they're working in combo, or two girls and a guy. Anyways, just watch out a little bit because the energy is a little bit heavy at work, sweetie. Let me go and see what's happening with you on Jonathan. What's happening with you on Jonathan? Let's go to this one over here. Oh, you know who it is. Yeah. Okay. So be careful, sweetie. Be careful. I'm glad that you know who it is. Just watch out for them now that you know who it is. I feel like it's gonna be rearranged. It's gonna be okay. Things are gonna get fixed, but for the moment, it's difficult. Three Swords, third party type of relationship where there's movement. There seems to be some movement towards you. Again, I'm seeing, look at that. It is 10 o'clock and my candles have all shut off. Let's open them back up. So I'm going to say there is over here a lot of flirtation happening, or we're wanting to flirt with you. But it's like it's not really getting received, or you're not really receiving it all together. With Jonathan, I see a heartbreak. I don't see the connection that is here, which is, I'm going to say most likely the girlfriend over here is a little bit into the way. And I don't really feel like we're letting go. It's just there, and it's kind of complicated. And it's stopping Jonathan from actually moving on forward to do anything with you. But I feel as though Jonathan ultimately is not necessarily looking for a relationship, but would more be looking for something that would be physical, sexual. But it's like an impossibility because of the person who's standing into the middle. So my beautiful, I'm going to say hold on strong, okay, sweetie? I know that things will get better for you too, but really, honestly, big red flags at work. Be careful. I don't like them. Sending you love and a hug, sweetie. All right, so my beautiful Katie, can I please see what Jordan is thinking about you? Let's go and see that, Katie. What is Jordan thinking about you? All right, my beautiful smile. Hello, Divine Lovely. How are you doing, sweetie? Hey, wait. This little card is not supposed to be there. Okay. So can I please see what Jordan is thinking about you? All right. I see a very strong spiritual connection between you guys. This is really feeling and believing that we are soulmates. Having a decision that has been done. Feeling as though we have made the wrong decision, but not backing off with any of it. So I'm actually going to have to say at this moment, I see a lot of sadness. I see a lot of challenges. I see a lot of trials. I see a lot of triggers. It's almost as though Jordan believes that this is somewhat of a test. That maybe at some point you guys will recover from it. Maybe you guys will, who's to say, maybe we're just being a little bit overwhelmed and maybe you'll end up back together at some point. Jordan just kind of feels like this is a struggle, like it's an ongoing struggle that never really, it does, Katie, it does, sweetie. It's like an ongoing struggle that never truly really ends. The desire is always there. The want is always there. The only thing that is truly stopping him over and over and over and over again. And no, I still don't see him doing anything. Even though he is filled with regret, even though he believes that you guys belong together, even though he believes into his mind, he's wondering why he has to put himself through all of this, why you have to go through all of this too, because you ultimately want the exact, well, not the exact same thing. You want love, and you both love each other. But the fact that he is not ready, the fact that it's not his divine timing, it is not his time to be with family, it is not his time to be there, or he doesn't believe that it is his time, and that is completely blocking him from being into the relationship. But does he still love you, sweetie? He does. Is it still torturous for him every single day, as much as it most likely is for you? I'm going to say yes. He's still struggling with this decision, but I still don't see him reaching on out, sweetie. I know, sweet one. Thank you, my beautiful, divine, lovely. How are you doing, sweetie? So, there you go. Is that the one that you wanted deleted, my beautiful Lilith? I think if that's the one you wanted deleted, just let me know. I know. It is crazy, and it is the worst of all. Hopefully he'll change, sweetie. Sometimes, I'll say sometimes, not often. Sometimes it does happen. The energy changes quickly, and this kind of stuff just happens. It switches, it changes up gears. We realize, but I don't want to promise you anything. I'd rather that you continue and you move on forward with your healing. And if at some point he comes on back and you're still willing to give him that chance, then you can decide from there. My beautiful Julie, I'm coming to see you, sweetie. And then Gypsy is going to be on up next. So let's go see our beautiful Julie. Thank you, my beautiful smile. I will be with you right after Divine Lovely, sweet one. Oh. Yeah, it's gone. I think that was the one, right? Yeah, it's all good. My dear, beautiful, let's go and see for our beautiful over here, Julie. And Katie, I'm wishing you strength and a beautiful, lovely evening, sweetie. My beautiful smile, thank you so very much again for your very generous donation, sweet one. You do hold on to your word. Let's go and see our beautiful Julie. So, especially since I said that he was a little emotionally drained today, right? I know. Okay. Let me go see if you do that first of all. Let me go see if that would be a good idea. So, would that be a good idea? We are with our beautiful Julie, and Gypsy is up next, Divine Lovely, and our beautiful Smile. So how would that actually move upon, right? Okay. To respond on back with that tonight, I'll say no. That's emotions. So let's not do the emotional thing. I'll say no upon that one. Now, what you could do, because he did have an emotional day. It was a difficult day. But you do need to meet up with him. It has been approximately, what, almost a week since it's been his birthday. And you do need to meet up with him to give it to him. So I say, try to catch on up with him again tomorrow morning. You say he usually writes on back before he actually goes to work, right? Or you could do it Saturday. You pick between Friday or Saturday. Saturday, he's at home. He's not working. He doesn't really have anything that could really be stopping him other than maybe some activities, stopping him from actually taking the time and responding back towards you. So I say for today, kind of let it go on by, because it will seem a little bit pushy if you do say that, especially if you say it into that way. By the way, I still need. It's kind of pointing the finger. So if you are going to do it and you do stand by doing it, then I say if you are going to send him a message tonight, send him a message saying, I still have that gift that I want to give to you. If I could give it to you this week, it would be really, really important. Make it important and stress that you must give it to him this week, right? He doesn't know. It could be a basket of fruit that's dying. Who knows? So I'm going to say, make it important that you need to give it to him, somewhat soon. Other than that, I'm going to say, if you do want to tonight, go for it. But no, because of his state and because of the answers that I'm getting over here, I feel like it would be a little bit too pushy. So you either pick tomorrow morning before he goes to work, or Saturday, because, he's already at home. And let him know into a nice but clear way that you have the gift that you do want to give to him. You could put it into a different kind of way too. Saying, can I drop on by later on? I still have, there's the birthday gift that I want to give you. So it's not really putting it into a way that let's go on to a date. It's more, I want to give you my birthday gift. You don't even have to move. Just let me know what time and I'll come and drop it on by at your place. But at least you get to talk, you get to be together, you'll be able to spend some time together. Who knows? Maybe you'll spend a couple hours together. So there's different ways that you could actually bring this upon. So that would be more my kind of approach, but it is entirely up to you. But I would wait until tomorrow morning or Saturday upon that one. Yeah, no, tomorrow morning or Saturday. Because you told me he usually responds into the morning, so don't switch up. Don't switch up the schedule if he usually responds. So I myself personally would wait till Saturday morning. Now, let me go and see. On tomorrow night, we're busy tomorrow night. We've got all different kind of stuff that we're working on, so hopefully it would be quick, but hopefully by Saturday or Sunday, hopefully the energy is going to start moving, my beautiful Julie. Hopefully. Let's continue on over here. You say, yes. Yeah, that's a very good question. A very good question, and let's go and figure that out with this little deck over here. Let's go and see the light seers. All right. So, how will your relationship be when you're officially together? He's never really going to be one who's going to make a lot of movement, a lot of changes. He's one who is a lot into his mind, into his thoughts, into his headspace. That's where he is, and that's where he's ultimately comfortable. I see a lot of wanting to grow, a lot of wanting to make different things together. I see still communication problems. Yes, there's no doubt about it, but I don't see any fatal actions that would create a breakup or a tower moment or you guys no longer being together. But it's for sure that when something does happen, you're the one who is always going to be the one who's going to have to kind of come on back. Unless he changes after a certain amount of time, people do change, but I don't see him as being one who takes action. I see him as when there is a problem, when there is something going on, because usually speaking, when you're going to be together into a relationship, things will go well. As you're going to be dating, it's going to be, we'll see each other, we'll talk to each other a little bit more, but he's actually going to write on back to your text. He's actually going to be seeing you like once or twice or 3 times a week. So that is going to become more stable. Is he still going to be somebody who is going to talk all the time or who's going to text all the time? Absolutely not. Once you guys are actually into a relationship, let's say living together, this is a question of there's a problem. He's always going to kind of drift away. He's the one who drifts away, and you're going to have to kind of bring him on back. But he is very strong, and he's very, very willing and wanting to make things happen. He wants to look at possibilities. He's open for a different type of compromise, and he's willing to grow within all of this. He's willing to learn. He's willing to change and modify different things, but he needs to see it into a different way, and that's the difference with him. He needs to see things into a different perspective. At this moment, he sees, oh, I'm not necessarily writing on back, and that's it. He's not seeing all the repercussions that come from it. I feel as though into the relationship, he's actually seeing, okay, I did not write on back, then this happened and that happened. He'll have a talk about it, and he'll figure out, okay, maybe next time I should do this like that. So there will be modifications. Things will change. Is he, ever going to be really, really good in communication? No. Once, you're living together, it'll be good. Dating, I'm going to say it's still a little bit, if you have any hard times, he's going to be away. It's going to be more difficult. But you're never really going to have like a communication of every single day. It'll be, he'll write back to your messages, but he's not going to text all day long. And he'll see you like 2-3 times a week when you are dating. So he will be more stable. He will be better. But communication-wise, it's still really, really quite difficult for him. And it's always going to be somewhat difficult. Oh, yes, the relationship is good. It is. Hey, hello, Paula. Nice to see you, sweetie. Nice to see you, my beautiful Paula. How are you doing? Hey, do we have Patricia, too? Where's Patricia? There she is. Hello, my sweetie. Okay. Let's continue, Julie. Let's continue. Let's do that like that. And let's go see this deck. How have you been, my beautiful? Oh, you're driving. Don't talk to me when you're driving. No, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. You go home and you talk to us when you get home. I know. There you go, Patricia. Yay! I love it. Yes. Perfect. I knew he was busy. So you see, if we would have gotten into the emotions and wrote on back Patricia, he would have been upset because he would have been, what the heck? I'm not there. I'm busy. I'm glad, Patricia. Good for you, sweetie. Yes, this is working. This new technique is working. It is absolutely perfect. All right, Julie, I am still with you. Hello, my beautiful Susan. Absolutely, my lovely. Okay, so, my lovely, the relationship altogether. Yes, he's going to have to become a little bit more accountable into this relationship. Again, needing to find balance, needing to find fairness within this relationship over here is very important. We have hope. We have healing, we have faith, we are inspired, we have confidence about this relationship. We want to create. We want beauty, we want luck, we want stability. So I will say altogether, it is nice, it is good, but we know he's got to work onto his communication. You're not the one who necessarily has to work upon it. He needs to realize that when he does something or he actually doesn't do anything, that it causes a lot of problems, a lot of sadness. That's what he needs to figure out. I know, Patricia, I know. He would have just flipped on out. He would have blocked you, sweetie. He would have blocked you. He would have been completely lost. I know. Good for you, sweetie. Ah, my beautiful. Thank you for sharing with me. It allows us to find those answers on, to move on forward into the right way, Patricia. It's perfect. Now, let me go and see how are things going to be going with your mom, sweetie. And Gypsy, let me know if you are here, Divine Lovely, also, because you are the following readings. All right, so will Mike and your mom get along once you're officially together? Ooh, I'm so curious. All right. So will Mike and your mom get along once you are officially together? All right. The moon popping on through over here. Yes, our Page of Swords. Perfect. Ten of Wands, reverse position. I am loving. All right, sweetie, I'm going to say your mom is going to feel as though he is fulfilling your wishes. She is going to be full of pride. She is going to be happy. I do say that they are going to get well together. I feel as though they're going to communicate, which is interesting because we're talking about communication. He's not all that good at communication, but he's not that good at communication when he's talking about feelings. But he's very good at interacting with other people, which is different. So I'm going to say he's very good at interacting with other people onto different levels. So since it is your mom, it is not necessarily you, then he is going to get quite along well with her. And I actually see him becoming like with red cheeks, being almost like a little bit shy when he actually does talk to her, like the first few times. Your mom is going to be somebody very important into the relationship because he knows that you're very, very close to her. So there is going to be a little bit of that stress level, but I do believe that they're going to get really, really well together, sweetie. So I feel like they're going to have some good conversations. Things are going to move on forward. And for some reason, I just kind of feel like your mom has a lot to learn to him, for him. I don't know. She's got like a lot of knowledge that he's very thirsty for, that he's interested in, that your mom knows. I don't know. It could have to do with culture. It could. I feel like your mom has something that is interesting, that he's going to be very interested in. Ah, perfect. Gypsy on Divine Lovely. Yes. I know, and I don't want you to start over again, Patricia. I mean, you worked really hard to get here, sweetie. Oh my gosh. Julie. It is, sweetie. Let me know, my beautiful Julie, if there's anything else I can do. Just put your question into the chat. I'm going to go and see Gypsy and Divine Lovely into the meanwhile. I'm going to be excited to see that too, sweetie. So you think about, my beautiful Julie, when you actually do want to, Paula, I do see you here, sweetie, don't worry. You think about when it is that you do want to reach on out towards them. Whenever you feel like it's good, follow your intuition. I personally believe that Saturday would be best, Saturday into the morning, but entirely up to you. Talk to you tomorrow, sweetie. Oh, I got you, Paula. You're here. Paula, you have to forgive Juanson tonight. He's in Muffin World. He's completely lost. And Lilith is I don't know. Lilith is dealing with weird stuff tonight. So yeah, but I've got you. You're here, sweetie. Let's go and see Gypsy. How is your interview going to go tomorrow? Anything good coming your way? Smile, you are after Divine Lovely, so you're coming on up too, okay, sweetie? Gypsy, Divine Lovely, smile. Let's go and find out. So, I know, Paula, if you only knew what the muffin was all about. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's got some sexy stuff going into it, but it also has a lot of work stuff getting into it. That's not good. So, Gypsy, how's that interview going to go? We're going to move on forward to this one, and we're going to go and take this one also. Voila. So how will your interview go tomorrow? Anything good coming your way? I guess so. I guess so. That's karma coming your way for calling Eliza Mufflin. What was it? A Muff Elizabeth? I don't know what it was. Ace of Cups over here. So we do have somewhat of a good beginning, but for some reason I do see a little bit of some complications, maybe lacking a little bit of courage, but I do actually see that something is coming your way. Bottom of the deck is the Justice in reverse. All right. Hold on. Let's go and see a little bit what else we are getting. I know that you're emotionally into this. I feel like it's a little bit complicated, though. Okay, sweetie, I'm going to have to say, as for the interview, I don't feel like the interview is going to go bad. I don't. I feel like they're going to be contemplating the position that you are being interviewed for, but I don't necessarily see... I don't see you necessarily getting like a second interview or getting the job. I see them contemplating. I see them kind of reevaluating. So I feel as though there are some things maybe that they're a little bit unsure about. And I see you being kind of saddened by this, sweetie. So I'm going to say for the moment, I hope the energy will change. I'm not going to say that I feel like your interview is going to go well. You're going to perform well. But there might be some other people who have maybe more experience. I don't necessarily see you getting it at this moment, sweetie. Let me go and see, what good is coming your way. Thank you, my dear Joseph, sweetie. I'm sorry that your boss is nasty as hell. Okay, let's go and do that. And let's go see what good is coming up towards you. You need good. You need good because you deserve good. And it's like good has not been coming to you, right? Okay. All right. You're needing closure into your life. You're needing closure about somebody. There is a man that you're trying to get that closure from. I still kind of feel like they're a little bit there. I feel like we need to accept the loss that we are getting into our life, not necessarily into, I just feel like generally speaking into your life, whatever is not necessarily going the way that you would like to, not as positive as you would like, we need to a little bit move on forward from it. We need to accept it to pass on through to something else. You're into a really difficult, and you're not the only one, my beautiful gypsy. I know it's no consolation that other people are feeling the same way. But tonight, particularly speaking, I have had a lot of changes and modifications and energies, and a lot have been having bad days, bad moments, things that are not necessarily going into the way. There is this energy that is really, really heavy. And I know that you're going to be having it's like you're resisting a change. So I need you to let go of it. I need you to let go of it as best as you possibly can so you can actually move on through into that transition to get something good, to get it better, okay? I need you to do that. And it's not necessarily in regards to love. It could be also it's your life, generally speaking. There's a lot of things that you want to change, that you want to move on forward with, but you're always feeling like you're stuck, like you can't get a change, you can't get something more. You're always getting stuck, lately anyways, into self-serving, really like unfulfilling relationships where you're always discontented. Sweetie, there's somebody who is there's an unhealthy attachment, somebody who is always holding on to you. I'm getting this person as a devil, somebody who is toxic. This is somebody who is more sexual. I do see at the end of my reading, though, you do have the Three of Wands. So you are making progress. You are moving on forward. You're looking forward and you're being more committed to your plan. So what I need you to do is to make a plan. Now you're going to an interview. Perfect. Do as best as you possibly can. Don't go with what I said. I said that most likely they're going to be reevaluating and they're going to be looking. Don't go through with what I said. You go on through that knowing that you are going to get that job. And you go and see if you can change that energy, if you can make them not reevaluate and you can get it. And if you don't, that's okay also. Keep on looking. Don't give up, but make yourself a plan. Whoever's energy that you've got into your life who is doing you no good, you need to forget about them in any way possible. Is it by going out meeting new people, if that's the way for you? Is it by doing cord cutting? I'm sure you've done it. Whatever it is, you need to move on forward. You need to let them go because there's a lot of energy that is just not good. So let me go and see. And yes, so this is what I'm getting. Again, I'm getting somebody over here who's a little bit rash. I'm getting that you are loved and you are supported by a lot of people who are around you. You do have a good family. You do have a lot of good things into your life. It's just that at this moment, the things that are not as good are kind of standing out a little bit more. So I need you to kind of pass on through that. I need you to make a plan, and I need you to stick to it, and I need you to cut out anybody who's not good, sweetie. Let me know if there's anything else, sweet one. Divine Lovely. What is your daughter's father, Jaleel? I hope I'm saying that well. Starting to act crazy towards you. Okay. He randomly showed up at your house the other day. A boyfriend before Mother's Day and got mad. And you weren't home. What is that about? I'm so sorry, Divine Lovely. That is not okay. That is not all right. Smile, let me know if you're here, okay? Because you're next, sweetie. Oh, that is not okay. All right, well, let's go see what's happening. After Smile, I'm going to go and see Paula, and I'm just going to validate, see if anybody else is hanging around into PayPal. And if not, I'm going to go and see Joseph. A big hug, Gypsy. If you need to reach on out, you know where to find me, okay? All right, Divine Lovely, sweetie. Can you tell me, has your daughter's father actually been seeing? Perfect. Thank you, Smile and Paula. Divine Lovely, has your daughter's father actually been seeing your daughter lately? Has there been anything that has changed into this that is making him all that that upset? Because what I can see over here is that he's feeling like he's got a lot of lost opportunities. He does also have some stress about finances. So has he been paying the money that he is supposed to pay you? Or maybe he was wanting to go on forward towards that. Maybe he feels like he's paying too much or he's doing too much. He's upset. He is definitely upset. A lot of it does have to do with money. That's it. Okay, he doesn't follow through. Okay, that's it. So yeah, he's got a lot of lack of focus. I feel as though there's something is happening within finances. He's got a lot of stress about finances at this moment. And he feels, at that moment anyways in time, he was feeling really quite abandoned. He was feeling like he was unloved. He was just not important whatsoever. And I just feel as though he wanted to move on forward. I feel like he wanted to come. Yeah, no, he doesn't pay child support, right? Yeah, that's it. He's stressing about finances. He's not able. Is he supposed to pay you child support, but he's not paying you child support? But he's supposed to be paying you, right? You know, if he is supposed to be paying it, you can do something about that, right? Yeah, he's got a lot of issues going on over here, sweetie. Ultimately, he feels as though you are kind of taking away his daughter from him. It was something that was really, really quite impulsive because I kind of feel like it's been like this way for quite some time. But he was really feeling at that moment, and you never took him, right? Yes, you should, sweetie, you should, because you can need it, and your daughter, even if you don't necessarily need it, you could put that money away for your daughter, for school, for like a million different things. Anyways, that being said, it's entirely up to you, but I don't feel like you owe him anything. I just feel as though, like, owe him. You don't owe him any explanation or anything of the such, but you do need to let him know that if he does come on back like that and he does do that again, that it is not appropriate, that it is not accepted, and that he must not return again, because or else, you know, you'll call the cops on into him or something. I know, that's it. He comes on in at any kind of moment like that, right? But you know, my beautiful, divine, lovely, it is not too late, right? You know that you can go on back at any moment, that you could take him on to court. So he does actually have to, you know, pay you that child support. And if, you know, you do have any proof that he is the way that he is, then you could also have, you know, somewhat of a, I'm not going to say restraining order, but he could, you know, have to stay away, not really get close to you, but not necessarily with a restraining order. So try to check it on out, okay, over here, sweetie? Oh no, don't bother, my dear Sean. Don't bother, sweetie. When you send a super chat, half of that goes over to YouTube, sweetie. Don't bother. Don't bother, sweetie. You're always better to go through PayPal, my dear Sean, sweetie, but you're a sweetie pie. So, I'm definitely going to have to say over here, sweetie, there is absolutely no doubt about it, my beautiful, divine, lovely. If he ever does come on back and does do that, then there's definitely something that's going to have to be done over here, okay? Don't let this kind of pass on by, because it's only going to get worse. But if you're able to stop it, then it's going to be okay. The reason being why he actually came on by to do that was to ruin your Mother's Day, sweetie. It was to create some conflicts, because he doesn't really get to see his daughter. As you say, he doesn't follow on through. He doesn't really do anything. But at that moment, he just kind of felt a little bit of that burst of, you know, I should be able to see her and I should be able to do this. And he just wanted to really give you a piece of his mind altogether, to a little bit ruin that beautiful moment that was going to be coming on up for you, sweet one. So, Paula, no, I have Smile first, and then it's you, sweetie. I have Smile in PayPal, sweet one. No, that's okay, Joseph. It's okay. Don't be sorry, sweetie. Don't. Oh, don't worry about it, Sean. Don't worry about it. But PayPal for me is always better. I love YouTube, but YouTube does take like 30% of everything. PayPal takes like maybe 5%, so much less. So, yeah, my beautiful, divine, lovely, I'm going to say over here all together, but don't be sorry, Joseph. My gosh. It is part of the game, sweetie. So be careful, okay? Yeah, but not just, your guides have been telling you, but you can still do it. Don't, I mean, what he owes you, sweetie, and he might not have the money for it at this moment, but if ever at some point he does have money, extra money, then he's going to owe you some back pay upon it too, sweetie. So, you know, stand for your rights, especially if he's not being okay with you. If he was nice with you and he was okay and he was being sweet and he was there for you and for your daughter and everything, it would be maybe a different kind of a thing, but it's not the case. So, sending you beautiful protection, my beautiful, divine, lovely, and a really big hug. And happy Mother's Day, late, sweetie. Oh, Smile. Just send me an email. I'll do it for you. It won't cost you a dime, sweetie. Just send me what you want by email, okay? Sending you love, divine, lovely. Paula, just one. I've got Smile ahead of you, sweetie. So I'm going to go and see Divine, not Divine Lovely, I'm going to go and see our beautiful Smile. So here we go. Let's go like that. Oops. All right. Smile, I'm going to gather your questions, so just one brief moment. And here we go for a beautiful smile. We also have our lovely friend over here, Susan. We have Paula. And we have our dear friend Joseph. So the order is Smile, Paula, Susan, and Joseph. Of course, Lilith. I'm such nicely sad. All right, so let's go and find out for our beautiful Smile. Yes, I hope you will, my dear God, because all I'm getting over and over and over again, Smile, is that, oh, we want to be closer, and we want to flirt, and we want this, and we want that, but we're never really doing it. Main problem, the main problem, like we saw into the last reading, is that lady. He's still with his girlfriend, ain't he? And it's the girlfriend that's into the middle way. She's the one who's, as much as things are not necessarily perfect, she's the one who's into the way. So, okay, let's go and find out. It doesn't change anything whatsoever, because there's an awful lot of people out there who are married together, partners, the three parties, the whole thing, love triangles, they're all over the place. So let's just go and see if at some point, even if he is still, with who, if something is going to be happening and he's really going to confess towards you. My Five of Wands, not wanting to create any problems whatsoever. I feel the energy that I'm getting at this moment is a yes. The energy that I'm getting, because I'm getting over here, I'm getting a lot of sexuality. I'm getting a lot of intimacy. I'm getting our Knight of Pentacles, who seems to be making a movement, who does not want to create any problems, of course, with that heart that we saw earlier into the middle, that Three of Swords. But I'm going to have to say, the energy that I'm getting tonight is, yes, it is a definite plan that we are going to be doing that. But, of course, like I'm saying, this is really about wanting to talk to you. It's about wanting to flirt with you. It's about wanting, but it's about sexual stuff. That's what it's about. So I'm going to say, within the following 3 months, his energy is open anyways to talk about that sexuality, to be open, to tell you a little bit more about what we're feeling. Are we actually going to get to the act? I don't know. Let me go see. I know you didn't ask me, but let me go see. One thing is to confess, and the other thing is to actually make it all the way there, right? So will we actually make it all the way there? Let's go find out. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, reverse position, a Hermit, and I do get the Lovers. It's a flip of a coin, sweetie. I'm going to say it could be a yes, like it could be a no. Wheel of Fortune is saying a no. The Hermit is saying that we're coming on out doing something. But again, you're getting the Lovers over here, wondering over here what we're going to be doing, having a lot of desire towards you. So I'll say there is a possibility. Are you going to make a real estate transaction this summer? Hopefully you will. It has kind of dropped on down, hasn't it, sweetie? Things have been slower into real estate. Let's go find out. So will you make a real estate transaction this summer? The Sun is giving us clarity. Page of Pentacles also. You're going to work hard at it. You know what? And I'm going to say yes. You're going to be working really, really hard. And you will. I don't necessarily feel as though it's going to be something big, though. But I will say a yes. It could be, I don't know, do you do rentals also? Do you have commissions upon different things? Because I see you receiving a certain commission. I don't necessarily see the amount, but I don't feel like it's as big as, let's say, selling like a big house. Or maybe it could be a little house that you're going to be selling. But I will say I do see a transaction, and I do see you working really, really hard for it. And will you be going to Kalahari Resort for the Insurance Agent Business Convention? It sounds like a nice place. I don't know where that is, but it sounds nice. It sounds kind of exotic. Ooh, I want to go. I was on vacation. It was so hot. I couldn't wait to get back home. And now I'm back home. And like yesterday, it was snowing. And now I just want to leave again, honestly. Yeah, I like, there's no in between with me. It's either hot or cold. There's like not. I know. I need to find the perfect place onto this world where, and I know there are many places where you get, you know, like a 25, 27 degrees all year round. That's what I need. That is absolutely perfect. I don't freeze and I'm not too hot. All right, because I don't like the cold, and I don't like it when it's 50 degrees neither. Oh, that being said, all that because of Kalahari reminded me of a nice, I don't know where it is, but it sounds nice. Are you going to be going? I'm getting the Emperor. I'm getting over here the Knight of Wands. I am getting a lot of happiness over here. I'm getting some choices. I know that you do want to go, but I don't see you going, sweetie. So I will say a no. I feel like it's finances maybe that are stopping you onto that one, sweetie. And what will be Jonathan Cabas's actions towards you this summer in July and this coming fall? Okay, and I have not heard about Fuquan in a while. All right, let's go and see. Now, as we kind of peeked about it a little bit, we saw it a little bit already. What will Jonathan Cabas's actions be towards you? Yes, this summer in July and this coming fall. Okay, so for this summer, we are already into the month of May. So, and I said within the following 3, so that would be pretty much around the end of summer. It would almost be whenever he's going to be making that move towards you, corresponding with the end of summer, beginning of fall is when things are actually happening. Nothing is going to be happening into the month of June or July, maybe starting around the end of August, September. I feel like that is when he's actually starting to be a little bit more flirtatious. That is where he is supposed to anyways come on out with more feelings, more flirtation, maybe somewhat of an invitation. So I'm going to say things are going to be happening more around that time period. I don't see nothing necessarily happening after that time period. We need to pass on through that time frame where he is going to be doing that to have the following actions. I can tell you though that I still don't see, even though let's say in September, because this is going to be happening around the month of August, okay? End of August, somewhere around there. I see from there, if he does make that action towards you and you do have those friends with benefits, it is going to be hidden. It's going to be a well-kept hidden secret because he's still going to be with the other. So it's going to be a third-party situation where they'll be dating once in a while here and there, but it's what I'm seeing at this moment. I can't see and I can't say that there's going to be a relationship popping on out from it. And let's go and see about, is Fuquan Finley still envious of you, sweetie? So is Fuquan Finley still envious of you? Let's go and find out. King of Pentacles. We are. I feel like we're a little bit less anxious. I feel like we think about it a little bit less than what we used to. But there's no doubt about it. For some reason, you just kind of seem to be having a lot of different opportunities. You always seem to have something new that is going on. And we just feel as though you have so much more abundance than this other person has. So I'm going to say a yes upon that one, my sweet one. On my beautiful smile. Again, thank you so very much for your beautiful donations. Very generous tonight, sweetie. Thank you for your beautiful patience. If there's anything else, let me know, sweetie. I've got Peachy also. Peachy's going to be after Joseph. So Peachy by PayPal. Thank you, sweetie. And I will be with you in a few moments, sweet one. So up next is Paula and Susan, Joseph and Peachy. I'm going to say to Juans and Lilith, we're going to close up the live readings in 15 minutes. Okay, my sweet ones? Oh, there you go, Peachy. Thank you, sweetie. You want to have a lot of fun with Jonathan, right? Well, I hope so, sweetie, because from what I can see at this moment, it is all about the word that we can't say tonight. You know, that socks? That's what it is. Susan, you're after Paula, my sweetie, so we will leave you a timestamp, but you're up next, sweet one. So much love sent out to you, my beautiful smile. You're a beautiful soul. Keep on moving on forward. Keep on pushing your chariot on through. You're going to make your place, and you're just going to be so happy once you find it, once you hit that stability and you get what you want. You've got this, sweetie. Oh no, Susan. Yash. That does not sound good. Ah, merci beaucoup, Lilith. Alrighty, so here we go. Yeah, be a rebel. Paula, let's go and see. General reading. What has been up with you, sweet one? What have you been doing? Let's go find out. What have you been doing? For Paula. So, Peachy, you are going to be... Hello, my beautiful Yvonne. Nice to see you, sweetie. You are going to be right after Joseph. Then I'm going to be with Yvonne. All right. You are into a world where you need... Well, you're overthinking a lot. You're overthinking, but I feel as though you're actually seeing the truth. There is something that is coming a little bit closer to you, right? Yes, something over here, no doubt about it. What is it? What is it over here? Why do I see either you, but I don't see you being all that impulsive. Somebody is wanting or is going to be a little bit impulsive into your life, or maybe you'll do something that's a little bit more hasty, sweetie. I see, and I feel like you're a little bit... Why do you feel left out, sweetie? What are you feeling left out from? It could be life, it could be love, it could be from going out with some friends, it could be many different things. I want you to be careful for either somebody who might try to scam you, somebody who might try to deceive you, somebody who might even try to just steal from you. It could be anything. You could lose your wallet, you could lose $5, somebody could see it and not give it back to you. It's theft. So I'm going to say just be careful. You could have somebody over here who could be a little bit deceitful towards you. Whoever this person is, I feel like it could be a man, the deceitful person anyways. Other than that, I see rapid movement. I see rapid action towards a lot of different things. So I'm going to say it does have to do with that decision. Do you have any big decisions coming your way or anything that you've been wondering about whatsoever? Yeah, I know, right? I know. What have you been wondering about? Is there something that's been bothering you? Let's go and take out some more cards onto you, Paula. Yeah, 2 of Swords. There's definitely a decision. Yeah, I know, no swords. I know. There's a decision that needs to be made. There's like indecision is what it is. It's an indecision. You're not making a decision. You're wondering about something. It seems to be bothering you, and you're just really not taking that. Yeah. No 10, right? No 10 of Swords, right? There's no endings, there's no 10 of Wands, no burdens, no nothing of the such bothering you, right? Yes, now you're speaking my language. I got you, sweetie. Yeah. Okay. New projects, new inspiration, feeling a little bit more, I'm going to say new passion coming up on for you. Now, what is it over? Why do I keep seeing? Are you feeling? You're going to be feeling unfocused into the following month. Again, it's those swords. They're making you feel unfocused. There is something over here that you need to concentrate upon. You might not even know it yet, but it could be coming on up into the following days or the following weeks, sweetie. Now, you need to have more achievement also. People need, not more achievement, you achieve already, but you need to have more recognition from people. You need to work onto your self-confidence too, because you're beautiful, you're sweet, you're loving, you're caring, you've got everything that you need into life, sweetie, but you need to believe into yourself a little bit more. I know you usually do believe into yourself, but I just kind of feel like sometimes you could believe into yourself a little bit more, and it'll actually help you into those 2 of Swords. Other than that, yeah, you're kind of losing hope into something. What are you losing hope into? Are you losing hope into into love. What is that? Yeah. Yeah. What is it exactly that you are looking for, sweetie? What are you giving up onto, or what have you put a pause onto? Have you put a pause on love? Because I don't see anybody in love. Is that maybe where you've put that little bit of a pause onto? I don't see anything happening in love. I see everything happening within you. I see you having decisions to make, but not really knowing what to do. I see somebody being a little bit deceitful around you. Financially, I feel as though things are stable, but I feel like you need to find more confidence with yourself on there's a new opportunity, there's a new idea that's going to be emerging towards you soon. But, yeah, I know, move those swords away, right? I know, you don't want them. I know. We definitely, Joseph. Paula's got this. She does. Yeah, have you given up on love, sweetie? Maybe you're just on pause. Maybe you are. It could be happening. I don't know. But I don't see no love. And you always ask me about love too, which is interesting, but I did not see any, and you did not ask. So I'm going to say you're on pause. You are happy, and yes, Ten of Pentacles, right? Yeah. It's all about money. It's all about success, and that's where you're at. Perfect. I love that, sweetie. Good for you. I love that you're in Ten of Pentacles. This was such an interesting conversation with you, Paula. It was very, very interesting. It was fun. It was very interesting talking into this tarot language. And that's where you're at. Good for you, sweetie. Yeah, you're focusing on the Six of Wands, success and career, right? That's what you're doing. Well, good for you because, as I said, new ideas, you're putting a lot of work in, good things are going to be coming your way. So, beautiful, Paula. I say continue doing like that. And even if you don't want a reading, come and see us every once in a while. Come and chit-chat, sweetie. We're here at all times. We miss you. I'm going to go and see our beautiful Susan now. And I'm going to say congratulations to you, my beautiful Paula. This was very entertaining. It was so nice to see you again. Come and see us more often. Yeah. You need a massage tonight because you feel tense into your neck? You need to tell your girlfriend, Sean. She can do that for you. Oh, yeah, self-love. Absolutely, sweetie. Nothing best than self-love. Nobody can take care of you than yourself better, right? Honestly, it's true. And if we were on 18 plus night, I'd add something towards that, but I won't. Okay, let's go and see our beautiful Susan, and I might have to log myself back in. No, I don't have to. So here we go. Susan, Joseph, and Peachy. Susan, sweet one, I'm going to put a timestamp over here at, I know, good for you, Paula, at 2:56 and 30 seconds, so 2:56:30. And let's go see. What's going on with Andrew to see things in their feelings? You want to see what's going on with his feelings towards you. And you want to know if he ever had sex with his friend Ashley. All right. Okay. I see a lot of opportunities. I see a lot of fantasies. I see a lot of love, a lot of strength, a lot of compassion, a lot of focus. I see a lot of family. I see him wanting to be a family with you. I just don't feel as though he's able to be a family with you, which are two different things. So I feel like he needs to learn to become a dad again. I know he's already a dad, but he's a dad of older boys. It's just different. So I'm going to say he needs to learn to take that position again. But does he love you? Does he still desire you? I have no doubt about it. Now, did he ever, yes, have those socks with his friend, right? Ashley. No, my beautiful. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He has never slept with his friend Ashley. Hold on. Oh, I got you, my beautiful smile. You're on a roll tonight, sweetie. All right, I'll be with you shortly, sweet one. Okay, hold on. All right. I knew you'd be saying that, my beautiful Paula. You've been working on it for quite some time last time we talked. Okay, so let's go and find out what is happening. What's happening with Brian? What's going on with Brian? How is he feeling and thinking about you? And was showing pictures, so now he's asking if this is a possibility that the baby is. You hope with his feelings that he don't between you and Andrew, but you hope that you and Brian can still be friends. It didn't work out. You just rather it just be friends. And what happened with Andrew? Okay. Sorry, you're a little bit difficult to follow over here, sweetie. I'm going to go see if you can still be friends with Brian, but I'm not too sure if you're actually asking me if the baby could possibly be his. And that's what he's wondering about, right? Okay, which I don't believe is a possibility altogether. Let me go see if you can still be friends with Brian, sweetie. I'm going to say friends. The possibility is there, but it is a little bit complicated. So I will say yes, but there are some complications that are towards it. By the simple fact that you guys have quite the past together. But is there a possibility? I'll say yes, but it's going to be a friendship that's going to have its ups and its downs. And the thing that I'm seeing is that it's going to be kind of truffled every once in a while with maybe some desire, because I mean you still do love him and he does still have some feelings towards you too, so that could be where it could become a little bit more complex. Love you too, my beautiful Paula. Have a lovely evening, sweetie. All right. Good night, Paula. All right, so, my sweetie. What happened to Andrew last night? He disappeared at 1 into the morning, right? And where did he go? Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. I don't feel as though he ran off to necessarily go to see a girl, so I'm going to say a no upon that. But I don't really feel as though he was necessarily onto the road neither. I'm going to say he actually went on out with a friend, but I don't feel as though the friend is actually a woman, so I'm going to say he went on out with a friend last night. I'm going to say that they most likely went out. They went out to a bar, and it's what I'm seeing. So I don't know when he came on back this morning at 5, if, you know, he smelled like alcohol or anything of the such, or I don't know if he uses any other type of substances, but he was definitely on out with a friend. But he was not out with a woman, and so he was not up to anything weird. Now you say, what will happen if you decide to move down there for a little while? Is he going to be holding money from you and then basically stop doing the little that he's doing, right? Well, when you say if you move on down there for a little while, if you decide to move on there permanently, or you just kind of try it on out? Okay. I feel that if you did go on over there, he would be able to be there. He would pay for more things. He would be more present. He would pay for more things. But I still feel like the situation, unless you have that, and I feel like you need to have the conversation before moving over there, because once you're over there, it's too late. You've already moved, you already sold things, you already did like the big move. Everything is already done. So you need to have the conversation before about how things will change and how they will be once you're actually there. Because what I can see at this moment is that things will be similar. They'll be a little bit the same. He'll still go on out. He'll still kind of disappear every once in a while for no good reason. I still feel like he's going to be helping you out a little bit more. He'll be there a little bit more. But this is if you don't have that communication before. So it's going to be important to have it, because if you move over there and he's still doing all the same stuff that he's doing right now that you don't like, even if he's paying for a couple more things, you're just going to be feeling even worse because you're already there, and you're going to be feeling like you're just that much more upset. So make sure you have the conversation with him before actually moving on up, so that both of you are aware of what you're getting into, so you don't end up moving over there and living the exact same thing that you are now, but stuck with him with no other place to live because he already gave up the place that you're into at this moment. And you say Bryant. Let's go see what's happening with Bryant. I'm actually going to go over here. And voila. Okay, Brian can be an emotional bully. He can be manipulative. There's no doubt about it. He can be a little bit arrogant also. So when his success is blocked, whenever he feel like he cannot necessarily come on closer to you, that nothing can truly happen, that I'm going to say there's no doubt about it, he's going to let you go. And I don't feel like he's going to come between you and Andrew. So you should be good onto that, my sweet one. Sending you some beautiful hopes, sweetie. Susan, you are next, followed out by Joseph. Not Susan. Joseph, you're next, followed out by Peachy. Oh, wait. I do have another question over here by Susan, so we are going to continue over here with Susan. Hold on. He has all these women friends that are driving you nuts, right? And the girl that he was spending time with for 6 hours, now he's taking your own bed. She invited us and all the people from New York to come to Savannah, Georgia. Okay. Not always be up under his people, and he's trying to basically make you feel like, yeah, he's pushing them onto you, right? You don't know how many, he slept with, and there's a lot of them, so it's very stressful for your relationship to work out. And this is the reason why you think you push back from Brian to be your friend, because of Andrew. Makes you feel uncomfortable. But all these women friends, and he acts like you should just deal with it, right? Because they're friends. But it's very, very overwhelming. I get you, my beautiful. Honestly, sweetie, whenever you get into a partnership with somebody, their friends kind of tag along with them. you can't delete them. You just can't. They're always going to be there. But he can definitely make it into a kind of a way where there's a compromise, where maybe he spends more time with you than he actually does with them, or somewhat of an equal amount, where he takes care of you. That's where the unbalance is. It's not the fact that he's got a lot of lady friends. It's not the fact that that maybe he slept with a few of them. The fact is that they are friends at this moment, that what has happened in the past has happened and is something that is closed off. It can make you highly uncomfortable, and I completely get that with you. I would not like it at all myself. But you can't delete them. You can't do that. Maybe it'll make you feel better to actually go. Now, the fact that you were invited too is good, and it is positive, because otherwise she would have just invited him if she did want to be with him or anything of the such. So I feel like that was actually somewhat of a positive move, that he wanted you to go on forward over there with his friends to meet up with them, like he's got nothing to hide to you, but he wants to show you who they are and what's going on. So maybe it would make you a little bit less stressed. But I see that you could be feeling highly uncomfortable towards the whole situation. So I get both sides. Now, if you wanted to be doing something else until the 4th of July, again, you don't have to do everything that he is doing. So you could either do it onto your own side, he can do his own thing, or maybe for once he can do a compromise and he can actually do something with you. He can catch on up with his friends another time, or maybe a couple days later. Maybe there's some type of compromise that you guys can get. Do something together for let's say the 4th of July, but then maybe onto the 5th or onto the 6th, go on up and go and see the friends. Like, there's compromises that are, possible into all of this, because ultimately over here, he does love you, and I feel like he's actually trying to integrate you into his friend circle. Well, the ones anyways that he doesn't want you to be integrated into. But at the same time, he's just not, it's not being welcomed, and I understand why it's not being welcomed. So you're gonna have to decide if you do want to spend some time with him and his friends to get to know them, to get maybe a little bit more comfortable, or if it's just not something that you want to, and he just kind of needs to a little bit reorganize his priorities. But you need to fit into it also. Now, he can try to manipulate you all he wants, but the fact remains that if you don't want to do it, then you do not have to do it. And it's very understandable. If you did the same thing and you put it in reverse for him, I'm not quite all that sure that he'd actually want to do it neither. So he needs to understand your point of view, sweetie. Joseph, it is truly your turn now, sweetie. So let's go and find that. Let's do this. Okay, and voila. All right, so I'm going to open it up over here for Peachy, because you're going to be coming on up soon. And yeah, I've got your attention. I am with you, sweetie. But once you get the drink, and he's somebody totally different, right? Because he's willing to tell you to be there without, yeah, you being there, still going, right? Donations are closed for tonight, my beautiful souls. Yeah, let me go see over here for our dear friend Joseph. And then Peachy, Yvonne, and our beautiful Smile. So will next week be any better? Because everything is going to shits, right? Everything is going really, really bad. Let's go and see if next week is going to be better for you. Oh, I know, I got you, my beautiful. No, Smile. I got you. When I say that the donations are closed for tonight, I always answer all questions before I close, sweetie. I've got you, my beautiful. I have, I'm with Joseph at this moment. Then I'm going to go see Peachy. I have Yvonne, and I have you. Don't worry, Smile. I would never leave you hanging in there, sweet one. It's not been your month at all. It has not, sweet one. Okay, so is next week going to be any better? I still see instability. I still see inconsistency. I see you gaining more power, more strength, taking more action, having more courage. I have you trying to find different things. I have you kind of meditating. I'm not quite sure that you actually meditate, but I have you thinking about a lot of things, contemplating, reevaluating. I have you kind of moving on forward with caution, not really saying all that much into situations that you're not all that happy within. So is next week going to be better for you? I'm sadly going to have to say no, sweetie. I see the same thing kind of repeating. I see repetitive tasks. I see that you're moving on forward. I know that they're not nice with you at work, but at the same time, I know that they don't want to let you go, and they love you because, and I say they love you, they appreciate, they don't love you, they appreciate your beautiful skills. And onto your side, you're just trying to stay as independent as possible. You go on to work, you do what you've got to do, you try to keep your boundaries. I'm going to say no, sweetie. I don't see anything happening. I kind of feel like you're just gaining up your strength. I feel like your strength is better, your mood is better, but I don't see modifications. I know, sweetie. So you are gaining more strength. You are becoming a little bit stronger. You are standing your grounds. You're going in, you're doing what you've got to do, and then you're just kind of leaving. But your energy is stronger. You've got more power. And you need to stand on by a little bit more. You know, the more you let people step on you, the more they will step onto you. May they be bosses. It doesn't matter who they are. It's not acceptable. So, sweetie, continue to think about what you want to do. Continue to, to look, and you will find. I know sometimes it kind of looks like all roads are blocked, every single one of them. But at some point, one of them will open for you. It will be a surprise. It will be something that you're not waiting for whatsoever. But I promise you, it will be good, and it will be a renewal. Oh, my beautiful Joseph. Big hugs, sweetie. I want better things for you. I do. And I know that better things will come. But sometimes life stays sucky for the longest of time before anything good happens. But it will happen. And it will come on in, sweetie. Don't give up. As you say all the time, slay your dragons. And that's what you're doing. One after the other. Imagine the jackpot you're going to get after slaying all those dragons. Peachy, sweetie, are you here, my beautiful Peachy? Let me know, sweet one. And we're going to go and see how is Jay feeling about you at this current moment. So how is Jay feeling about you at this current moment for Peachy, sweetie? And thank you for waiting so patiently, sweetie. So here we go for Joseph. Here we go for Peachy. Up next is Yvonne and Smile. Oh, there you go, sweetie. Nice to see you. Which is why at some point you just got to make a move, Joseph. You got to make a move towards something that you want. Maybe it's not moving to the next state next to you. Maybe it's moving further. Maybe you need to look a little bit further, right? Oh, Peachy, you're such a sweetie pie. I appreciate it. You're so sweet for waiting. I thank you, sweet one. So we are with Peachy. We're going to go and see our beautiful angel Yvonne after, and our beautiful sweet Smile. So, new projects, inspirations, plans. Let me see. Happiness. Are you with this person at this moment, my lovely? Let's continue to see. Practical, reliable, slow going. Yeah, are you with this person at this moment, my beautiful? Because honestly, I'm going to take out another one over here. Oh, okay, do that, Joseph. Come on over to Canada. I tell you, we need you over here. Now, okay, well, this person, sweetie, hold on. This person is thinking very highly of you. There's, what do we think about you? We have happiness. I feel as though there could have been some plans that kind of fell apart because we're afraid of taking a risk. No, you're not. No, 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 no. Somebody was afraid of taking a risk. Now, my sweet one, I know that we're a little bit afraid of taking risks. I know that we think about it at all times. We do. I'm going to say this person towards you thinks of you quite highly. They hold on to you quite highly also. When they think about you, they think about love. And they would love to have some emotional stability with you. But I don't really feel as though it's a possibility. But I feel as though they would like to. Plans have fallen apart and they're not really able to do anything. So I'm going to say for this moment, this is somebody who is still highly interested into you, who would like to connect with you. But I feel as though they're unable to connect with you at this moment. They're not ready to connect with you. They're not being grounded enough. They don't have their ideas at the right place enough. They're not feeling like they are strong enough in order to do this at this moment. Yeah, that's it. He's afraid. No, I get it. It's clear he is. And because he just kind of feels like he's not quite ready, that he's not quite there yet, things are just becoming stagnant over and over and over. I know that I know that we want to ask you. I know that, you know, if you guys were together, that everything would be good, that we'd be happy, that we'd have that beautiful divine love. But I just don't feel as though we're able to move on forward towards it at this moment. So what I'm going to say to you is that for the moment, I don't really feel as though anything is going to be changing. You're going to have stagnation. Nothing really is going to change all that much. I do see somewhat of some success near the end, though. So I'm going to say it could take approximately 6 weeks. Hopefully this energy will stay the way that it is. Within the following 6 weeks, I feel as though there is somewhat of an offer that's going to be coming your way. Now, it's going to take all his courage in order to do so. And hopefully he will be able to grab all his courage to do so. But I do see over here a certain success. I do see a certain offering. I do see a wanting, a holding on to you. We're still not letting you go. So I'm going to say, because of the interest, because of we can't get you off of our mind, we're still holding on to you, and we do want to make that move towards you. We're not ready for it yet. So I'm going to say within the following 6 weeks, hopefully this energy will come on true, and we will actually offer you a date to be together, to have something a little bit more serious. But he's definitely going to have to get past all those fears of being, he's got a lot of fears of being rejected. He's got a lot of fears over here towards risks. He tries to avoid anything that could be risky. He tries to play it as safe as possible. So this is why he often does not necessarily take any action. And he often does not really plan anything neither. So whenever something does happen, he's not somebody who plans months in advance. It just kind of happens. I'm not going to say that he's ultimately very, very impulsive, but he does have some impulsivity towards him, sweetie. So my beautiful, I'm going to say there could be a strong possibility. I know, sweetie. You know, from what I can see over here, I see it within the following 6 weeks. Hopefully it will happen. You could always try, if you want to, within the following weeks to try to maybe, not right away, but maybe within the following 3-4 weeks, if you want to try to just kind of send a message on out. Hi, you know, how are you doing? How have you been? Something of the such. Sometimes just reopening the communication without necessarily talking about a relationship kind of allows things to be happening and it opens things up. So maybe that could be a little bit of a way to reopen and to kind of rebuild slowly. But anyways, think about it, sweetie. Go with the flow. Hopefully his energy will stay this way because he is holding on to you and he's not letting go of you, sweetie. Tomorrow is a beautiful new moon, sweetie. So I say let's do manifestation. Yes, let's do manifestations. My beautiful peachy sweetie. Let's make things happen, okay? Sending you love. Believe. And when we believe, amazing things happen, sweetie. Please stick around and chit chat with us. Sending you really big hugs, sweet one. My beautiful Yvonne, how have you been? And are you here, my sweet one? Hold on just one moment. I'm just going to go over here just one second. All right. So let me just go see if you are here, my beautiful Yvonne. All right, let's put a timestamp for Yvonne. I don't believe she is here at 3:24. Last Friday, ours ex was bothering you. My friend had to pick you up. Oh, sweetie. Is Erin, my ex, in any danger this month? Angel and spiritual. Let me go and see. Oh, you are there. Okay. And that night when you were driving, a lightning struck in front of you guys. Felt like a long flash. That night you fell asleep and you felt like something was coming out. Like when you meditate, right? That is very interesting. Alright, hold on. Let me take a sip of water and let me go and see that. So the flash followed on through by a very deep sleep. Alright. Okay, hold on just one second. I'm going to do that like that. And, okay. Yeah, and you felt like something was coming out of your mouth. Okay. Let's go and see. Okay. It's going to be a little bit strange what I'm actually going to have to say towards this, my sweetie. I kind of feel like it's a bunch of different things that were kind of related together. I know that it sounds really quite scary what you're saying, and at that moment when you actually do read it or listen to it or when you think about it, it brings out a lot of different questions, where you could be thinking that it could be a spirit that kind of came on into you, that was trying to come on out. It could be you trying to actually say out different things. But ultimately, what I'm going to say over here is that I feel as though everything together, because it was all, you need to take A, B, C, and D. You had that night, you had some problems, you got on home, there was a lot of things happening, there was a lightning that came in front of you, which was a little bit of a sign that was coming towards you. Now, you're very connected to signs, so this was somewhat of a warning that was coming your way, a warning of something that was going to be coming on up, but it was not going to be necessarily affecting you. It was going to be affecting perhaps somebody who was around you, so you did need to a little bit be aware and a little bit watch on out for it. That being said, when you fell asleep and you just kind of felt like something was coming and then you did not feel all that well, a little bit like when you're meditating, it was a little bit of that sense. When you meditate, you kind of get into a place where you're almost sleeping. You're not sleeping, but it's almost somewhat of a state like if you're sleeping. And this is really like a, how could I say, It's a little bit of a, it's a feeling. It's something that is physical. It has nothing to do with necessarily the spiritual realm. This is you who you were into a certain phase, you were into a certain way, and you kind of felt a little bit blocked. You felt as though your energy, because of fear, was somewhat blocked, although you might not even have known that you were afraid. And because of that energy that had you kind of afraid, you kind of woke on up, but not quite gasping for air, but gasping as if something needed to come on out, but you did not quite know what it was. So it is actually just your body, and it is the way that things were, there was something that you needed to release that you were a little bit unaware of, that you were unable to release. But the feeling that you were getting from it before is actually, and I don't quite know the terminology from it, but it does have to do with sleep. It does have to do with a certain paralysis, I think is what they call it, where you're kind of stuck into this realm, into this moment, into this phase where you're stuck, and there's really not all that much that you can do, and you just feel like you need to get out of it. You need to, and this was your way of actually doing it, and you were trying to release something, but you were not. What you were releasing was emotion, was fear, was everything that just kind of came upon before. So anyways, I hope it makes sense what I'm saying, but this is what it was. So I just want you to know it was, there's no bad spirits. There's nothing weird that is, going on. This is truly what it is. It is really you being into that alternate kind of a state, almost like when you do meditate, but being a little bit paralyzed within it from feelings, from shock, from a lot of different things. And this is the way that you reacted. So it was a very clear way of needing to say something, but not quite knowing how to express it and how to say it, because it was still a little bit caught up into your subconscious. But it had to do with your fear. Hopefully that made sense, sweetie. Let me go and see if, is Aaron, your ex, in any danger this month? So is Aaron, your ex, in any danger this month? I'm going to say he's lonely. I'm going to say he needs to balance things out, but is he in any danger? I'm going to say no. I don't feel as though he is into any danger, so I'm going to say that he is okay, sweetie. I don't see any dangers coming his way. I see him feeling lonely. I see him not talking to certain people. I see him purposely not talking to certain people. One person in particular, it seems to be a man, and it seems to be somewhat of a conflict that they have. But I don't see no danger. I don't see no hurt. I don't see no violence. I don't see anything of the such. So for the moment, the energy that I'm getting, he's going to be okay, sweetie. Nothing is happening. Let me go and give you some angel messages over here, sweet one. And smile. Are you still around, my sweetie? All right. 444. You're on the road to the right track, and do not stop pushing towards your goal. Nothing's going to stop you from reaching that next level. All right. Oh, you're back. Right on time, smile. And 4646, your angels want to remind you not to pay too much attention to any type of material possessions that are around you. Focus on your inner world rather than what else is around you. Also, 2323, you may be facing a period into your life that feels fearful or even uncertain, and this is what has been going on, right? Do not shy away from these from facing these difficult situations, because they will build the mental toughness and fortitude that you need to overcome even more. Now that is message number 2323, which I believe is one that is resonating an awful lot, especially with the experience that you had just the other night, sweet one. All right, here we go. It is time to reconsider something into your life at this moment. Secrets and drama could be bubbling to the surface. Pay attention to the signs, because they're guiding you at this moment. And let go of what no longer is serving you, my sweet one. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Yvonne. I'm glad that you're okay, and I hope that you don't have any more problems as you did last week, sweetie. Stay strong and stay away from people who are toxic, please. All right, I'm going to go and see our beautiful smile. I'm just going to go and retrieve your questions. Perfect. Okay. And here we go, my lovely. Oh, wait. There's no questions. Okay, are you into my email? No, you're not. Oh, okay, well then please post your questions, sweetie. Okay, I got you there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have had you write them before. I'm sure they're in PayPal. And you felt it because it was several times, right? I'm going to have to say, my beautiful Yvonne. Oh, thank you, my beautiful smile. I'm going to be with you right away. Those are the type of feelings that you can get, especially when you get used to it a lot, when you really get down to the core. And sometimes you really just kind of reach some places where you're not always all that comfortable, where you're not feeling all that well within it. But I don't see anything wrong with you, sweetie. And I don't feel as though it is spirit related. Often you do have angel messages and you are really, really highly, spiritual. But this time around, for this, I'm going to say no. My beautiful smile, sweetie. Should you take your employer to court? Well, if he's not going to pay you, then I'll say yes. Because at this moment, I'm not seeing him do it. But let me go see. Problem being is that if you do take him to court, it's really going to be complicated, right? Although he can't fire you just because you bring him to court, but it can make a hell of a place to work. Can make it complicated, right? But should you take your employer to work? Not to work, but to court, not to work. The moon, the 10 of Pentacles. Sweetie. I'm going to have to say over here, if he does not pay you your money, then yes, because if you do bring him to court, then you will get your money. So if he does not pay you your money, then it's a definite yes. I'm going to say within the following weeks, he should be, I know he doesn't want to, but he should be paying you. So if you see within the following 6 to 7 weeks he does not pay you, then I would definitely say, you know what? I would definitely start looking for somebody who can maybe help you out in court so you can go and get your money, sweetie. Because if you do, you will get your money. Sending you love. And stay protected, my beautiful Yvonne, sweetie. You're an angel. Be careful, sweet one. Now, how's your finances going to be in 2024 next year? Yeah, let's go see. I was going to say that's coming up, but it almost is, right? It's like almost 6 months from now. Ooh la la. And 6 months from now, we'll be at Christmas again. I'll be in cold again. Oh, no. Okay, so how will your finances be in 2024 next year? Hey, I don't have you disappointed. That's a good one to begin with. No disappointment over there. You're working hard, my sweetie. You surely are. As you're working hard, you're getting a lot of different ideas, moving on forward with it, really quite proactive. You're not really juggling everything. It's like you've got your 2 feet onto the ground and you're getting nothing but beautiful clarity. So I'm going to say to you, next year is going to be a much better year for you financially speaking. I'm going to say you're going to get more sales. You might not even necessarily be in sales, Financially speaking, you're speaking about clarity. You're speaking about stability. I don't feel like you're really looking around. I don't feel like you've got to juggle jobs or anything of the such. So I'm going to say a yes, but I mainly see it over here within the following 8 months. So I feel like in the following 8 months, a lot of things are going to be happening over here. I know, right, Watson? It's because, yeah, Smile just said next year, and I thought, yeah, next year's coming on up. And then I thought, no, it's not. And then I calculated into my mind. I'm like, hey, we're almost halfway gone the year. It is crazy. It is. It's nuts. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I know. Ooh la la. Oh my God. Everything goes. I want to, that's it. My head is exploding too from that, sweetie. Are the people in your building, other people in your building who envy you or who are jealous of you secretly? Ooh, secrets. Let's go see. Secrets. Jealousy. Ha ha. Okay. Oh, la 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 la. Okay. Our Page of Cups over here. Do you have a lady? Because you say, are there people into your building who are envious or jealous of you secretly? Is there a lady who could be younger than you, or maybe about your age? She could be about your age. Is there somebody like that into your building? Because I do see a lady who seems to be jealous of you. But I don't know. I feel like she's jealous of your look. She's jealous of the way you dress. She's jealous of the things that you do, is what I'm seeing. I don't really feel as though she knows all that much about you. I just kind of feel like it's more something that is visual. So I will say, people into your building, I see one of them in particular over here, but the other ones don't really seem to be. It's okay. Like, you seem interesting and you're nice and you're sweet, but nothing much more. But this one person does kind of, watch you, and I'm not going to say watch you and follow you because it kind of sounds like they're a stalker, but they are jealous of the way that you are, the way that you look, the way that you maybe behave, the way that you dress, and kind of feel like you're a little bit like somewhat like an idol for them. Yeah. Okay, well, there you go. That's the one. And I'm not even saying that she's all that prominent. Honestly, I don't even necessarily believe that she talks with you, but she does notice you, and she does know who you are, sweetie. So, yeah, I would say her, my lovely. And that being said, we're going to go and see our dear friend Watson. My beautiful Smile. Thank you for everything tonight, my sweetie. You're a beautiful abundance. Thank you for your beautiful patience. You're just sweet. Thank you so very much, my beautiful Smile. And I know that better things are going to be coming up for you. 2024. I don't want to talk about 2024 because I still feel like we're in 2023. But I do have to say 2024 does seem like a beautiful, prosperous financial year for you. So good for you, sweetie. And hopefully you do get, those beautiful socks coming from you-know-who. I say go to bed and think about that, Smile. Let's go and see over here. No, I was chit-chatting about Watson, and I was going to do Watson, but then, yeah, we got busy, so I didn't do Watson. Yeah, now I need to go do Watson. No, I did not. Now you're making me doubt, but I definitely did not do Watson's reading. I was reading Watson's emails, what I was doing, and we were talking about the muffins. Yeah, that's what happened, but no reading was done. So let's go and see. Did Elizabeth see you today? Yeah, now is the time to talk about your muffins. Which I'm not going to get into. No, I'm not talking about your muffins. I'm going to leave the muffins there. So, voila. Did Elizabeth see you today? I'm going to say she did. There's no doubt she did see you, sweetie, but kind of feel like things were kind of moving, as much as it was kind of boring, things were kind of moving fairly quickly. So, and she did not really, it's going to seem funny what I'm going to say, but she didn't really want to do like a surprise attack upon you. Yeah. She didn't want to just kind of, ooh, you know, come and surprise you while you're eating your muffin. So, yeah, but she did see you. She did see you, sweetie. Yeah, it was a very long hold. Yeah. I see her back. I see her back. Hello, Paula, sweetie. Earlier, no, honestly, Lilith, I swear, no. Yeah, we're talking about the muffins. Yeah, no, nothing else. It's just, it's a muffin talk. Oh, let's continue on and let's go and see what is going on. Other than that, all right, what is she thinking? What is she feeling? What is happening over here? Oh yeah, Lilith was so caught up into your muffins. She was sure we had already done your reading, sweetie. All right, okay. So, hey, you've got deceiving people around you. There is no doubt about it, sweet one. But you know what? I still feel like there's always a little bit of that imbalance because you always have some people who are sneaking around. Like Jordan, is his name not Jordan, who's very interested into her? He's always kind of a little bit around. He's always a little bit there. But I feel as though she just kind of still wants to a little bit escape. She wants to be a little bit closer to you, but she ultimately wants you. I know that she's thinking about making that move towards you, but she ultimately wants you to make that move, Watson. So I'm going to have to say over here, it's like things, there's always delays and delays and delays. Even when you're eating muffins, it is difficult. Yeah. No, that's okay. I'm sure he will forgive you, sweetie. I'm sure he will. So, yeah, be careful for sneaky people around. Be careful because you know you've got sneaky people. You know you've got gossipy people around you. And they're there, sweetie. So just kind of, you know, watch out for them. I don't like sneaky people. I don't. Let me continue. Hey, Watson, why don't we do some Lenormand? Why don't we take out some steampunk and go and see what is going on with that? I feel steampunkish. Yeah. All right. What else do I got for you coming upon? Yeah, we actually want Watson to go to bed, you know, onto a good note tonight. So, all right. Voila, sweetie. Here she is, waiting for you, but wanting you to do something. Bridges. There are bridges that need to be mended. There's absolutely no doubt about it. You've got to, how are you going to mend that bridge? How are you going to make that solid? How is she going to make it solid? It's not all about you. It's about her too. So you guys both have to. What you really got to do is you got to do like the card just says over here. You got to whip yourself, sweetie. Okay, no, don't whip yourself. Have a good night, Paula, sweetie. You're going to stuff those foxes in a box, right? And ship them to China and then gossip. Yeah, there you go. There you go. But honestly, over here, sweetie, there is no doubt about it. You guys have got to get something going on over here so you can finally get, you know, that beautiful romantic proposition that we're looking forward towards. So I'm going to say she's waiting. I'm going to say you're waiting too. You still have a couple little mountains that you do need to climb on up into the meanwhile. And again, 12. I mean, these birds, that's all about gossip, gossip, gossip. I've seen it here. I saw it into the other tarot cards I took out. Be careful for the gossip, sweetie. Always gossip. Jeesh. Okay, hold on. What else do we have? Let's go like that. Oh no. All right. And all right. It is time. It is time. Or not quite time, but it is coming. It's time. Luck is going to be coming your way. Things are going to be actually, when they start happening, they're going to start happening really, really quickly. Aeroplane over here. You got to love the airplane. Now, why? Why are these cards? Aha! We're stuck. My gosh. The fish. Oh, fish in reverse. I like the fish in reverse. It shows that nobody is playing any games. It shows that nobody's hanging around and nobody's cheating with anybody else while we're waiting. So that is all good. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You are such a romantic singer, Juanson. Romance is into the air. It is. Now I'm looking for the words of that song. Not high enough. Yeah. No. Ocean deep enough? I don't know. Something like that after, perhaps? Okay. Enough. I'm not even gonna... I don't know why. I think it has to do with an ocean being deep enough, but I don't know. Let's get some messages. Okay. Sometimes I feel like I can actually think, well, feel and know what you're thinking. I imagine kissing you, and it feels so real that I get so lost within it. Yeah, you forgot too, right? And I know that after it's, to take my love away from you, but I think it's oceans deep. I don't know. But I don't like it all that much to go and spy. I don't even know what it's called, so. Okay. Let's continue on over here. When I see you in my dreams, sometimes you're naked. Everything changed into my world the day that we met. It's hard to put my love for you into words, but I'm definitely going to try. My head is spinning in all different kind of directions from this ride, but I never, ever, ever want it to end. And I am always going to be yours. I simply cannot help it. Hey, why don't we finish with some universe messages? Take the chance you've been wanting to. Oh my gosh, I think I should even just stop there into your messages. I think I should. Oh, maybe. No. Oh, maybe. That would make sense. Yeah, it fits with it, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm still here, Julie. I'm always here. Me, Juanson, Lilith, we're always here. But we're actually closing on up, so we're going to go to bed pretty much at the same time as you, my beautiful Julie. I'm just finishing on up with Juanson. I hope your meditation was good, sweetie. All right, Juanson, abundance and stability are going to be entering into your life, sweet one. Synchronizations, they're like spiritual breadcrumbs, and they're leading onto your path. And what's yours, what's meant to be yours is already yours, so there's no need to stress out about the process at all, sweet one. All right, yes. We try, my beautiful. No, yeah, no, don't stay, no. I actually even missed my alarm clock this morning for like the first time. I think I shut it off. I had to take like a pill in the middle of the night, and which I never do. It's just because of this medication. And I used my phone to see what I was doing and to jot down what hour I was taking this at. And I took off my alarm clock. I woke up because an owl woke me up. Otherwise, my kids were all missing their school bus. Nobody else. David doesn't wake up unless I do into the morning. My gosh. So I'm going to say sweet dreams to everybody. Julie, Fedeburaiv, ma belle, Juanson, and Lilith, same thing. Anybody else who is around, may it be our beautiful silent Carrie. May it be Paula who said that she was gone, but maybe she's just still kind of here sneaking away. Hello to not hello, sweet dreams to everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Good night, everybody, and have a great Friday tomorrow. See you tomorrow, 8 p.m.